action.
Okay, welcome. Here we are, Connect the Dot Podcast, episode 3. Wow,
4.
we made it. No, 4.
We're on 4. What are you talking about? Wake up, bro.
Hello, welcome.
We're on 4.
Oh my God.
We're on 4. What's going
Connect
on?
the Dot Podcast, episode
4.
So we not only did we make it to
1
3,
was the original.
we didn't
2
get
was
kicked
with
off yet,
Specs.
and now
3
we're on
was
4.
with Super Vendors.
Super
and
Vendors.
4 we're here now, alive here.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
We're here, Connect the Dot Podcast. Episode 4.
Episode
that sounds
4.
good, man. That sounds good.
We back.
The host, Mike Gutz.
What's up?
You already know. And co-host here, Director Dan Barker. You already know.
So now you're the co-host this week. Last week,
Yeah.
I was the co-host.
But I gotta make you feel special.
Yeah,
sometimes,
so you just switch it up from week to week depending on how you feel.
Yeah, it depends on how I feel. You know what I mean?
So wait a minute. I have to air you out.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I pull up today. You're there chirping me about like, yo, you got a white Connect the Dot sweater. Where'd you get that? Da.
Yeah.
Look at your shirt there. The gold crest. Yo.
The gold.
That's like a limited edition. I've never seen that.
I can't lie to you. I was a little mad when you pulled up and I seen that white with the black. I was like, yo, that's sick. I actually remember.
I got the jogging suit.
I remember pressing that now, and I remember you rocking that. And you know what?
Yeah.
Man, can't believe I never made one of those for me. I had a white and red one though. It's gone now. But yeah, no, this is an exclusive too. The gray with the gold. Lots of exclusives. Lots more merch coming. But welcome again, everybody. Podcast episode 4.
Let's go.
We're gonna be having swag competitions all season. You already know what that is.
I honestly want that.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about that. But before we get into anything, I want to shout out Super Vendors, like our first sponsor, our only sponsor right now.
Only sponsor, man. Sponsors, hit us up, yo. We're trying to
always sponsors hit us up.
Stay connected, pun intended.
So if you guys don't know who Super Vendors is, Super Vendors, they got exclusive snacks. Basically, like you can see here, we've got some stuff that's from the States. We got stuff that's from Japan. We got some cool chocolates, treats, drinks, all types of stuff. And every week we're gonna be jumping into something here. We don't know what we're gonna pick yet. We were gonna do the mac and cheese, but we decided not to go with the mac and cheese tonight. We're not gonna do the Lucky Charms this week either. But no, we might. We might. Here, you know what? Actually, here, spark this up while I let them know a little bit more about Super Vendors. So basically, Super Vendors, guys, you guys can go to supervendors.ca or you guys can go to svvendors.ca. Basically, when you go there, guys, you can order these kinds of snacks. They have a full menu there, exclusive snacks. Order them right to your door and just munch out. So every Sunday when you guys are watching the podcast, you guys should be ordering from Super Vendors. Get yourself some munchies and just watch the podcast and enjoy.
They got some good shit on there, man. They got some good shit on the site.
Last week we had the Snickers thing that Gutz had. I had a Mountain Dew, a really cool melon Mountain Dew, and then what else did we munch on last week? Oh, you had the popcorn.
I had the popcorn. That was really good.
Popcorn, and then I
see that as God. You guys probably just killed that.
Actually, yeah, a couple people came up to the week, and I was like, oh, try it out.
And then we had that what was it? It was like not a Jolly Rancher.
Oh right, it was the high chew or the something chew.
Yeah,
and it was like the grape.
It was like the Starburst.
Kind of like yeah. It was really. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It didn't really have a lot of flavor, but I mean, it was still pretty good.
This week, might as well pick it early. We might as well get right into it because honestly, I got the munchies.
So much,
I've been smoking all day, bro.
So much.
I'm gonna straight up right away.
I mean, I wish it was live right now. We can kind of just pick. It's somebody pick for us.
Well, me and Gutz already picked our drinks this week. So what we did was we put our drinks in the fridge. So.
Right.
I'm gonna go grab the drinks, and in the meantime, you try to figure out which snacks we're gonna have. Pick whatever one you want. I don't
know, man. There's a lot of selections here, man. I mean, there's this one here. This one really intrigued me. The basil seeds cocktail juice. It looks like some lamp shit right here. I don't know if you guys can see this in the camera. It's pretty cool. I'm actually pretty intrigued to drink this one. It looks all right. Basil seed cocktail juice. I think I'm leaning on this one. I don't know. I might go with it. Damn. I was saying, Barker, I'm leaning on this one. I like this idea here. It looks pretty intriguing here. I like this one here. This is the one with the marble, right?
Yeah, but
And the
you
marble
got to
at the
pick.
top?
You already got your drink for this week.
I know. I was gonna change my mind with it, but you know
Oh.
what? The sun kiss though, right?
That's the Sunkist.
That's
Yeah.
the Sunkist
Which one
one,
did you
so-
get? The Sunkist what?
Sun kiss strawberry lemonade.
Okay, he got the Sunkist strawberry lemonade. I got the Dr Pepper cream soda.
I'm jelly for that one. I was gonna choose that one.
I'll be honest with you. I've seen that one around, but I haven't really seen this one. So I was kind of excited to try that one.
Yo, sorry. I'm gonna beg you to please just keep it a little more cooler. It's a little warm.
Oh shit!
I know.
You want me to go put it up?
Is it all right? All right.
Can we get Angie to do it
Yeah.
quick? If you don't mind.
Just throw it up, sir.
Just toss it in the freezer for me if you don't mind.
Yeah. Respect. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The purple cup.
by the way,
Pink cups,
we
you
got
want everyone
we got
cup?
assistants on set today.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're stepping up every week.
Yeah,
Like,
we
let's just be real.
got a little assistance on set, but you know, yeah. Vendors hit us up, yo. Sponsors hit us up.
Sponsors hit up. We want to get your guys stuff
Yo,
out
people
there.
that want to come help be a part of history right now. This is Connect the Dot, yo. This is the podcast.
We are expanding the team, guys. So actually next week I got my cousin that's gonna come
Yeah.
through. He's gonna help out. We got a few people that are starting to help out.
Yeah.
So it's already getting bigger as we go. You know, always turmoiling.
That's how it builds, yo.
So one last
Yeah.
time, shout out to Super Vendors. Oh, did you pick a snack? Okay, I'm saying right off the hop, Skittles this week.
Okay, that's a good munchie. That's a good munchie.
That's a
I'm
munchie.
pretty intrigued though to try this. What is
Okay.
it? The sweet potato Kitkat. I think we should at least
right.
try
So
at least
you
a piece.
take a bite, I'll take a
Yeah, and then we
half.
split it in half.
We'll give it our little feedback, and then we'll move
It
on
looks
from there.
disgusting.
Okay.
But that's the intriguing part of it, is that I just want to kind of see how it tastes, just to say I tasted it and it was like never again, or
Right.
if need to. I could be wrong. It could be the best thing on the planet, right?
All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're gonna take a bite out of that.
You want to get into it right now?
Do you want to do it right now?
We can do it, yo, we can do it right now.
Let's get it.
All
So,
right.
yo, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Like I said, shout out to Super Vendors.
shout outs to Super
We're gonna
Vendors.
have this. We'll give you guys our opinion
This
on
is
it.
a sweet
I'm gonna crack
potato.
open the Dr Pepper real quick. The cream
It's a
soda. while
sweet
Gutz is
potato
chilling.
Kit Kat. We're gonna get into this shit here.
Dr Pepper cream soda is very fun. I've had it before, so I know about it. It's being really good, but I haven't had it in a really long time.
Sweet
Okay, this is
potato
some
Kit Kat.
Sweet potato Kit Kat. Again, shout out to Super Vendors. All right, let's get into this week's episode. Whoa. It's actually not bad.
It's actually really good.
So on this
Wow.
week's episode, guys, we're gonna be talking about a few different things.
Damn,
We're
that
gonna
was
go
actually real
through.
good.
We're gonna go through gut check time. Gut's gonna run through a bunch of stuff, current events and stuff like that. After that, we're gonna be doing a song review. Okay. After the
Shout out to
song
all the
review-
artists that sent in their links for the songs. I got a few. I know Barker, you got a few.
Oh yeah, we got tons of people. actually.
You know,
This week
just
we got a bunch more.
Yeah, just keep sending the tunes, man, because you know, like, it's about networking. You know, I mean, like, fuck, who are we, right? Like, we're just, you know, two regular schmoes on fucking sitting here smoking and eating, you know, exclusive shit,
delicious snacks.
exclusive vendor shit, super vendor shit.
No, but
you know?
Gutz is absolutely right. Like, we're not doing this or trying to act like we're like, you know, the best people ever, and we're like, you know, at the top of the game. But you know, we do give honest feedback here. We're not like those nut rider type of people. So we do appreciate everyone though that has, whether if you get a bad review, or you get a bad review. If you get a good review, get a good review. Don't feel bad about it.
I think the idea of being, you know, the idea of having constructive criticism for your music is
Very
essential.
important.
You can't have no yes men in your circle. You
right.
can't.
And guys, we're not gonna bash you. Of course, we'll respect.
No,
we're gonna do everything with respect, right? So.
I mean, I can't promise. I can't. If a song is shit, a song's shit. No, honestly,
True,
though. Like,
true.
Like, I'll never forget. There was this one show. Can't remember which. Was it Cheza? I think it was Cheza.
Okay.
Cheza had a show, and it was one of those competition type of shows that he used to do. It was like best artist wins kind of thing, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, but one was smoothies, Skittles. I don't know if I said that they were smoothies, but anyway, sorry. Keep going.
So-
I'm gonna open these.
I remember, like, you know, I was even the show with Specs. I was in the competition,
Right.
And, G Wonder was one of the judges,
Big up, J Wonder.
and so this artist came on. Fuck, I can't remember his name. He was like from Kingston or some shit like that.
All good.
So he came on, performed, horrible, horrible. Like, it was one of those ones where like everyone was looking at each other like, is this guy for real?
on?
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here? And legit, like, after the set, like, G stopped the performance and it's like, yo, real talks, bro. Yo, that ain't it. Like, you can't come in here and perform that shit and like think that like that's good. like that, like he like legit like stopped everything, punked him, and said like, no, like you can't do that, especially like you're coming here like from like Kingston to Toronto, like yo, you that's not it. And it's like I had to like take a step back and like respect G, like yo, like it takes a lot of like gall, a lot of balls to like, you know, kind of be blood and say something like, you know, without offending, without worrying about offending. And we talked
about this actually in a previous podcast where we were talking about being judges and how it's kind of hard to be judged because like you don't want to be that guy, but when you are asked to be that guy, it's like you kind of have to be that honest person and give your you know, and that's it. Just be honest about it. And like if somebody's absolutely shit, I'm gonna tell them they're shit, but I'm not gonna be like, yo dog, you're shit, bro. Like,
and it was
fucking,
like,
you know what I mean?
But it was like it was a good learning moment, and it's like especially like when you come from a guy like G's, you know, been in the game for so long.
I respect G for acting that way though. He is who he is.
But it's like he I don't think he did it with malicious intent. No. He did it where it's like no, like he respects the art and respects the culture so much where it was just like, yo, you can't come here and disrespect the event and disrespect the culture of like of what we're doing. Come here,
and that's why I connected dots pretty sick though, because we've always had like really good judges that have always
for
been
the most part.
And well, we just had
for the most part, and for the most part, we've had, you know, good contestants, good people that have, you know, got on and did their shit. You know, except for a few sour, you know, grapes.
Yeah. There's a couple
of sour grapes.
A couple of guys that are a little
still sour about, you know.
There's a few
years later. Years later, people still sour about shit. Like, it's honestly, crazy, like you lost, bro.
Hold on. Hear me out. Hold on, hear me out. It's crazy though how.
No, let's talk about it, bro.
It's crazy though how somebody will talk smack about, like, let's just say you or me or whatever. Oh, these guys are nobodies, or these guys are this, or these guys are that. But yet, one of our events that we threw.
You got one of these?
What's that?
Did you have one of these?
Yeah, these are fire.
Holy shit.
They're so good.
Sorry.
They'll say, oh, these guys are nobodies, or these guys are nothings, or whatever. But yeah, the reason why you're so upset and so butthurt with everybody is because of one of our events that you didn't win. But now you're acting like you won. Like somebody inboxed me a post today.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about it.
And I was dying because like the only person that stands out in my mind over all the years that we've been doing shows that was really that hard of a sore loser was Tony Ranks.
Absolutely.
He was the only one.
Absolutely.
And everybody knew it. It was noticeable, and it wasn't fun. Like, you take the fun out of it, you know what I mean? And then, you know, at the end of the day, bro, like, you know.
You know what? At the end of the day, there were so many artists on the fucking bill that could have won.
Yeah.
There's so many artists on that bill that could have won, right? And true say, we got the judges. They knew the criteria. They knew what they expected. And at the end of the day, even if you were to win or not win or whatever, the thing with these music things is by opinion, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always by opinion. It's always by, like, you know, it's what you feel is good and what you feel is, you know,
I just feel
caught
like,
your ear.
I feel like this. If you're gonna go into a contest, if you're gonna go into a hip hop contest, right? You just have to accept the fact that you might not win. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
even if you think that you're the best, like, bro, like,
and I've judged
like hockey players and teams and whatever, like put it in a sports atmosphere. Like, you go into a tournament, like, yeah, you want to win the tournament. Everybody wants to win the tournament,
right?
But there's a good chance that you might not win the tournament. You know,
at the end of the day, it's like you gotta understand there's a winner and loser, and you gotta understand the situation that you're in. But it's like I've judged freestyle competitions where guys will like be battling and say, you know, fuck your mom and fuck your, you know, your sister and all that shit,
right?
And catch feelings and get all mad, and I'm just like, bro, you're in a fucking battle. Like, you gotta expect that shit, and it's like, so you gotta understand that. But you know, going back to the whole,
we kind of started the podcast off. Because hear me out. We were supposed to jump to, because we were just talking about what we were going to talk about, right? So this all stemmed from song review.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can maybe jump back into this after, because I think it's important to talk about. But song reviews, we're going to go through. We have about 5 songs we're going to go through.
Yeah.
All right. And then after that, we're going to call Socks.
Call Socks.
On our newest segment.
The new segment. Calling Socks. Calling Socks.
Alright, that's the new segment. So every week we're going to try to call him. I tried getting a hold of him this week. I wasn't able to get a hold of him, but we're going to try to call him again.
Calling Socks.
And we're going to round out the episode after with kind of going live again on Facebook. That's like the aftermath, but we'll peace out. If people want to stay out for later, they can stay out for later.
Cool.
Catch us online. But so...
Shout out to all the listeners.
yeah, shout out to everybody's listening. Shout out to everybody that subscribed last week. Shout out to everybody that's paying attention and following along. We got a lot of stuff in this episode to talk about. Like I said, so just to run it down one more time.
Let's just first review.
Okay,
these
Skittles.
Smoothie Skittles,
guys.
Yo, super vendors. I'm gonna just say this right now on camera. I'm gonna say this right now to our Spotify listeners.
Let's get it in.
Listen, super vendors. Chris, the next time you come back with our next mystery box, our exclusive mystery box, you have to add these things right here.
Even if it's a different flavor, but something.
This is, I want this exact flavor, but even if you can add another like flavor,
right?
Like if it's something similar, because these are the best thing. Well, try some of this shit.
Yo, go check out Super Vendors.
Go check out Super Vendors.
Out. We're just hooking you guys up with the info.
Yo, go and check that out because that is the best fucking like.
If you know,
I'm a candy fan. I used to be a Skittles fan back in the day when I was a kid.
I like Skittles, yeah.
But I haven't had Skittles, in a minute, like a hot minute. Like that's not my choice of like candy. Like,
yeah.
If I go there, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get Skittles. Like if it's there, I'll eat it. But whatever. This, if I saw this on the shelf, oh man,
it really does taste like smoothies.
It's so good. It's so good.
I love it.
It's so good. Agreed.
So let's get into this. Let's just jump right into gut check time. So guys, we're right in here. We're gonna jump into gut check time here. Gutz is gonna go over some of the current events, some things that happened this week, some things that caught his eye, and we're gonna talk about it.
All right, we gotta get into the gut check time, yo. You know what I'm saying? I gotta open up my shit here.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared. But yo,
what else you know?
Those Skittles are bomb.
Skittles are fire.
No, those Skittles are.
All I know is a lot of stuff happened this week. I guarantee you, I already know a couple of things you're talking about. But
yeah,
guys, you don't know this, but when we're filming this, it's actually Easter. So happy Easter, everybody. Hope you guys had a good Easter.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, let's hit us with the gut check time.
All right, man. So let's go back. Let's talk about Lil Nas X.
Wow, right? Your boy.
My boy, your boy.
I ordered the shoes. I ordered the shoes for Gutz.
What?
And then Gutz made a post.
No. And
now he doesn't want the shoes.
I don't want the shoes. I'm not feeling the shoes.
So I had to return the shoes, and then luckily I did because So what happened?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So a couple things. The first thing is I remember last week we were talking about the whole issue on him being a kind of denouncing the whole idea of him being a role model for these little kids. Right. So again, that was up in debate, but now I've seen like all these like pictures and memes, and one of the latest one is where he was dressed up in his cowboy gear, whatever, I don't know what, but he was on Sesame Street. Okay. And it was like pictures of Sesame Street, and it's just basically showing that. So, when you look at like the whole like situation, like do you feel like he's just, trolling or talking shit like about how your kids, you should be to blame, like because you never raised your kids properly? Do you feel like he honestly it was just a game plan just to get him to like stardom and fame, and like just to lure kids in to like pretty much go with like the direction that he was always intending to go in?
I think Lil Nas X had his game plan like from before, and he got in the game how he wanted to get in the game. Like he got in the game, and he's actually always been a troll. Like even from that first video, that first song and first video, the same reason why you don't like him is the reason why he made that song the way he made it.
So let's play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Right.
Funny.
Have you seen Have you seen the video? Have you seen I don't even know what the name of have you seen the song? Montero or Montaro?
Is it a new one by Lil Nas?
It's a new one by Lil Nas X. Oh man, I wish we could do a reaction video. Maybe one day. But I don't want to. I don't even want to watch that video again. Anyways, long story short, it's pretty graphic.
Okay.
It's pretty graphic in a sense where
out there.
It's out there. So one of the things
out there. Oh, let's spark this one.
One of the scenes that's out there or in the video is that he's pole dancing on the devil. He's sliding down this big ass pole, and then he like goes into the devil, and he's doing a fucking lap dance or pole dance for the devil.
Let me say this. First of all, there's no way that I would like it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
There's no way that I would like it because I don't really like Lil Nas X anyways.
Yeah.
I liked that one song before, like I was saying, but that was because of the actual song, like
the context of it.
The old song. This is actually more why I like the actual song.
Right.
But I actually understand Lil Nas X's game. Like, I get what he's trying to play. He's almost like a 6ix9ine to me. Like 6ix9ine is playing the troll, and he's like a rat, and so he jumps off that, and he's more aggressive and more in the gangster side of things. Whereas this guy's more of like a smarter, weirder troll. He does the same kind of games. He knows how to play the game, and he knows how to trigger people in the right way that will actually still boost his numbers. So like he wants, his whole intention from the beginning is to piss people off.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he did the Billy Ray whatever song. That's why he did it, and he did it in such a way too. Like, he didn't come out and say, "Oh, I'm a gay rapper" or whatever, blah blah blah, and this is my song. He came out and was like, he did that song, and people didn't even get that he was actually gay and trolling.
I think.
Like Billy Ray, I don't even think Billy Ray.
I think a lot of it is.
I don't even think Billy Ray.
I think a lot of it is because I think the fact that he is gay.
Yeah.
He's doing the same things that women have been able to do in so many ways, right? And now playing that whole angle now. He's using his
homosexuality to his advantage. Is what he's doing.
But to get the controversy, get the
but he's using it in a different way, yeah.
Right? But
where did that lighter go though? It was here, the little blue one.
Did I pocket it?
Yeah, bro, you stole my lighter, bro.
I probably did.
I gave you its lighter.
I don't have it. Where is it?
You stole it. But yeah, sorry.
No, but the whole thing with
it's right here. It's right here.
Oh,
you hit it behind the Skittles. You tried to hide behind the Skittles.
I want an apology. I want an apology.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
On camera.
Yeah.
So here we go. Keep going. So Lil Nas X, I think that's. You have anything else on that topic?
No, but I just think it's pretty fucked up, right? Like,
I agree that it's fucked up. I totally agree with you, and I don't fuck with Lil Nas X like that at all. I think he's whack, but I think he's smart.
Yeah, I think that he's used this whole situation definitely,
But what else could you really do in this time of age? Like, this is the day and age we're in, bro.
But I don't know, man.
We're like 6ix9ine
that
age,
was a
6ix9ine age.
That just it was really disturbing to kind of watch and see because like you said, he was a voice for the children. He was a voice for that generation of kids.
He could have went a whole different way with it.
You know what I mean?
He should have went a whole different way.
But I mean, like, he's not the first to do it.
But I also think,
like Britney Spears has done it.
But I also think that other people understand.
Christina Aguilera has done it.
Other people look at what he's doing though differently than the way that you might look at what he's doing. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's because he's gay.
No, I know, but I'm saying
I think a lot of it is because he's gay.
I think other gay, specifically dudes, actually can relate to him and understand his troll. Like, they get it and they fuck with it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to say is you wouldn't understand it. Neither would I.
But I mean, it's no different. But I don't understand it.
There's a group of people. There's a genre of people.
But
what I'm saying that are gonna fuck with it. There always is.
Yeah.
It's like the Weird Al Yankovic. It's parody.
But
you know
exactly.
what I mean? Like,
but that's what music has been.
Like, that's kind of what Lil Nas X's angle is. He's using it as a parody. Take My Horse. It was his first parody, and people didn't know that it was a parody. Exactly. And that's why I was trying to explain. Like he came in the game, and he did his troll. He's been playing his game plan from the beginning, and people are just now catching on. You know what I mean? But that was his whole play from the beginning. Yeah. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more and all this shit. Like, people didn't even, they were singing it in their cars going, "Yo, Lil Nas X is sick." Then they found out he was gay, and they were like, I don't know, I gotta change that song. You know what I mean? And he did that on purpose. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that you would see it in yourself, like, oh, I don't like Lil Nas X because he's gay. But you don't like it because he's gay and he's trolling. He's doing the parody rap, and he's trying to act like something he's not.
So is it? But don't you think it's kind of weird, like how where you look at like the industry, right? And the industry is like essentially run, like, you have a lot of people in the industry that is in that group, in that homosexuality, in that gay group, whatever, right? But when they push that narrative, that message, doesn't it seem like it's kind of like sometimes it might be okay for certain like artists or how they're promoted, but for certain artists it's like character assassination is like it's over for them. Like, you look at somebody like Frank Ocean, right? You remember Frank Ocean? Yeah. Like, Frank Ocean, like, when he first came out, like, he was like up for Grammys. He was out there. He was collabing with everything. He had that that one album there, right? Yeah.
He was everywhere.
He was everywhere.
The videos everywhere.
He was on Channel Zero.
And the videos were weird, but they were like whatever.
But he was like there, and then he came out, and then you never heard from Frank Ocean ever again. Right. And you look at like somebody like even Young M.A., right? Like who again, blatantly out there, right?
Yeah.
Sick artist,
Yeah.
but I don't feel she gets her just respect or just due.
Really?
Out of all the females out there, no, absolutely not. She puts in work, but she does not get the exposure that she should.
She's in a
and I think it's
different
because,
lane. She's
but
in a
I think it's
different lane than
because,
those Nicki Minaj's.
but I think it's because of that. That's the messed up thing.
No, it's the genre of rap she pushed though too. She's a gangster rapper. Like, let's be real.
But she still does that swag shit. She still does that like
she doesn't do the
drill
Nicki
shit.
Minaj though.
Exactly.
But that's what you're talking about. You're comparing her to Nicki Minaj.
No, I'm just
she's
saying,
not in the
it's
same
just- it's
lane
just-
as Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Put any other gangster rapper up against a young MA, and like they're gonna all tally up right now because they don't get as much shine in general. Gangster rap in general doesn't get as much.
But
shine
I don't think
anymore.
she's on just gangster rap. I think she's just on that.
When I say gangster rap though, like it's also conscious. But I'm saying she doesn't make the club bangers like.
But she has the. But she has
a
rhythms that
1-2.
bump.
She has a
man.
1-2.
She has slappers.
But she has
man.
like those hip hop.
She has
She has
slappers.
hip hop club bangers. She doesn't have like what these guys are doing is basically pop. It's like pop rap, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more pop.
Yeah. The fact that is that
Young MA,
it's just,
you're not gonna hear her on a pop song though.
Yeah.
You know
but
what I mean?
it's like it's just funny though. It's like how. I guess gay people and essentially control the world, but then like when certain artists come out,
But this is what I was also going to say. This is what I was going to say.
it can work against them, right?
Music is really like it's an expression, right? It's expressional. So, for instance, when Eminem dresses up or acts as a gay guy on a song, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, ha ha ha, that's funny, right? But it's a parody. Right?
Yeah.
He's not actually like he doesn't wish harm upon a gay guy, or he's not like. You know what I mean? So he says, he's not homophobic. We've never heard any stories about Eminem going out and killing a bunch of gay people or ever actually hurting any. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just something he does in a song and something that he put in a video. So my point is that Lil Nas X can use music however he wants. Like this is the way he's using music to express himself, and he decided to troll people, right? Just like how Eminem decided to troll people. You know what I mean?
I think it's pretty. It's disturbing.
You don't
right?
agree exactly because you don't
disturbing because
understand
it's like
or
you're
agree
pushing
with
that message onto the kids, and like you
now
brought
that's
these,
a whole nother
that's what's disturbing for me. Like
now here's where I want to come in. Now this is where it gets tricky because it's like this is the fucked up part is that they like the way they push it in other areas is what makes it bad for Lil Nas X, and which makes you look at it because you have kids, or like I have kids that are that age listening to this guy. You don't want them to fucking listen to the
exactly.
so I get where you're coming from because I'm in the same boat. Like you know what I mean? In terms of I have an 11-year-old turning 12.
I don't want to see that. Because like my kids never knew about that until like that was like put out there in the tabloids and all that shit.
That depends on your relationship though with your kids.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And
but I get that part. But at the end of the day, like there still has to be a responsibility from everybody to like not push that, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing though. It's a catch-22 because this world isn't PG. Right. They try to guise it as it being PG now with this cancel culture bullshit that's happening right now. But this whole world is not PG, and you have to adapt, and you have to like teach your kids, and you have to teach yourself to understand what's out there. Like even if it's the evil shit, you have to give a understanding of that.
Exactly,
right?
and that's why I think what Lil Nas X, I don't have any issue with it because for me, it's kind of helpful for a father in my sense because now you have an example to talk to your son about and be like, hey, listen, and this is why he's doing that, and this is why this is happening.
You can't shield your kids from the world.
No, like, you can't. But you also have to. You have to help them understand why. Like why this is happening, why this because they don't get it. They look at that and they think it's that's cool. So is it cool to be like that? Or so then you try to explain why that person's doing this. Why is it like that? You know what I mean?
But it's like again, it's different in explaining that to a 4-year-old versus explaining that to 8-year-old. You know what I mean? Or a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but you shouldn't because that's what again it comes down to parenting. You shouldn't be letting your kids be exposed.
No, for sure. But again, it comes.
So let's move on from Lil Nas X. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, but yeah, I'm just I hear what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Anyways, sticking with the whole X theme.
Okay.
Prayers. What's that?
He got sued though.
Yes, he did get sued.
So that's what I thought you were going to talk about when you brought that up.
Yes, he did get sued.
So I'll bring that up during Gut Check time.
Okay.
So last week we talked about how he brought out a shoe.
Yeah.
And the shoe had blood in it.
Yeah.
And we talked about whether it was good, whether it was bad, this, that, and the other. Well, guess what, folks? Whether we think it's good, whether we think it's bad, Nike didn't like it.
Nope.
So Nike sued the company that Lil Nas X teamed up with. So, and I mean, we called that, I think, or we said it's gonna happen or something. I don't know.
I knew that we said last week that Nike wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, but we said that we thought that they could. Somebody's gonna get sued. Yeah. We said that somebody should be getting sued somehow.
Or something like that. And
but anyways,
they ended up getting sued. Yep. So yeah.
So that's that. So Gutz was right in a sense, and in a sense, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
the ball never lies.
I mean, at the end of the day,
the ball never lies. Listen, the guy got sued.
At the end of the day, the guy got sued, but I mean, he's good. I'm sure he's good with money. I mean, he's a millionaire.
That's enough about him, though. That's 2 podcasts in a row, buddy. Get shine.
Yeah,
let's move on.
Let's not talk about Lil Nas X, but let's go to another X, man. You know, prayers to our man's DMX.
Oh my gosh,
man. Terrible news. I know that, you know, we're here.
By the time that people are viewing this, it's a little bit late now, so we're not like we don't know now. Hopefully,
you know, everything works out, you know, prayers, everything. But as you're well aware, you know, last night apparently X was found, you know, overdosed, right, from an apparent heart attack, you know, and that triggered the heart attack. He was, you know, rushed to hospital.
Yeah, man.
He's currently was on life support, breathing.
Man, it's crazy
breathing,
because
machines, everything. But apparently, from the last that we've heard, he's not on the breathing machine anymore. He's breathing on his own, but there's limited brain activity happening. So, prayers to X.
Hopefully, by the time that you guys are watching this, he came out okay and he's doing all right.
Prayers to his whole entire family.
Yep.
I know that people will want to judge, and you know, they want to say things about DMX, you know, and this, that, and the other, and his, you know, issues and demons, whatever. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's hard for, you know, people like him. It's hard for people to, like, you know, be in that limelight, be in that situation, be around all those handlers, all that pressure, etc. And, you know, stay focused, stay whatever. You know, it's not to excuse it or not to condone it, not to whatever. But I think at this point right now, we can't judge it. It's just one of those ones where it's just, we gotta just, you know, have prayers for the man and understand, like, you know, his contribution to the music. Because when you think about it, DMX is, you know, you have to put him in that top 20 category, in my opinion. You might even top 15, top 20 category. Like he's like
a hip hop Hall of Famer, in my opinion. And like not only that, but like, this is what I say. So obviously, yeah, like, you know, hopefully he's better, or he's getting better. But I would say this is, you know, people are who they are. You know, you can try to help somebody as much as you can, but people are who they are, and sometimes you have to accept people for who they are, right? And like, you know, I think a lot of his family, friends, even himself, you know, really fought through a lot of times, and you know, the struggles and a lot of demons and stuff like that. And you know, everybody knows somebody that was addicted to drugs or something like that, and you know, it's always a struggle. It's not easy for that person to deal with it, and you know, some people can get out of it and be recovered, and some people, they just can't ever fight it, right?
And X has always had that issue.
And at the end of the day, and that's why for me, but, I mean, like, it just sucks for me, because it's like it's one of those ones. It's like, you know what's coming. In my opinion, it's almost like this. It's like, look at like a Mac Miller, rest in peace. You know, look at like a little, or look at like a XX10 you know, rest in peace. You know, these kind of guys that, you know.
Well, X was.
Oh no, sorry, not X. Who's the other one?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD is the one. Sorry, not X.
Yeah.
Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
And you know, those guys were really young.
Yeah.
And you know, they didn't get to live their whole life. They didn't get to live, like, DMX has like 19 kids or something. Like, DMX has been around the world. DMX has like done it all and back again. You know what I mean? He's lived a crazy life. You know, it always sucks when anybody passes away at any age, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know, he's 50 years old. Like, I don't want to say it, like, you know, hate to say it, but it's like, I almost didn't expect him to make it that long, to 50. You know, he probably didn't expect himself. The people around him probably didn't expect him to make it that long, you know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? I remember, it wasn't too long ago. I want to say 3 years, give or take. I remember putting a Facebook post out saying, who do you think will be the next rapper to die, or next person to die?
Right.
And I remember I said DMX, Lil Wayne, or I think it might have been 6ix9ine. Might have been 6ix9ine.
for obvious reasons.
Right? But it was like, I think I just put that out because it was a certain energy, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was right around like X was having issues or some shit. Wayne was going through his shit. You remember Wayne was going through like seizures or some shit like that. So I remember putting that out. So when you see DMX, you know, like for everything he's done and the fact that he was able to come and do the versus battle and do all those things, it was really good to see him back. Yeah, looking normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was doing interviews. He was out there.
You know, he did the podcast.
He was on the podcast.
You know, I know that he had like a lot of people on his upcoming album coming out. So he's working.
Doing a lot of work.
So it's, you know, it was heartbreaking to know that, like, fuck.
Yo, shout out to DMX though, because he's made some of the best music, some music that we are all gonna listen to forever for years to come. Like, he's got those songs. He's got songs that'll be classic wedding songs that'll be played at every wedding.
Timeless music.
Songs that we played at in every atmosphere. You know, he can be played on almost every station.
X has timeless music, and X really just kind of captivated the whole audience.
It'd be sad to see him go, because I know he has a body of work coming, but it'd be nice to get more bodies of work from DMX. You know,
he's put out classic. I think his first album is Dark as Hell is Hot. I think that was a certified 5 mic, if not 6 out of 5 album. Like, you got to remember the build up.
Yeah.
For DMX, like, you remember he got on the 4321. He got on the 24 Hours to Live. I don't know if you remember those songs.
Yeah.
He got on what else? The song with Missy. He got on a song with Missy.
It's all good. It's all good.
I think he got on a song with Missy.
He's been on Anthem.
He's gone on Anthem. But yeah, he got on a lot of features leading up to
and then like look at the Rough Riders movement, what he did with that. Like, then he did like stuff with like a lot of different people, man, over the years. And then like look at his movie career, like, you know what I mean? Like, all kinds of stuff. And you know, he's definitely, like you said, he's definitely a top 20 guy, but he's like definitely a hip hop Hall of Famer. Like, he's a legend. Period.
I remember meeting DMX when he was on the set of was it Exit Wounds?
Okay, sick. I love that movie.
They were filming outside of Zanzibar.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
that's dope.
They were filming outside of Zanzibar, and I was walking, and this is when DMX was like popping. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like popping. So X was one of my favorites. So I remember walking, and it was just like I was with my girl at the time, right? And I turned the corner, and then right in front of me is DMX.
Right.
And you know, like in videos, like I was younger them times, right? You know, in videos, like how they do, you know, obviously camera angles and make a person look bigger and taller.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they did with DMX when you look at it. Like, a lot of times, like, it was always like, you know, make him look all big and like whatever.
They did a lot of
this guy's
cinematic
puny.
Shots. Yeah, he's tiny.
He's a tiny guy. He was a tiny guy. Like, he's probably like, I swear, like maybe like 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah,
like he's tiny. Like,
and
he's
skinny.
And skinny at the time, right? So I ran into him, and I was just like, I looked at him, I was like, oh shit, yo, DMX. I'm like, yo, what's good, yo? Right? Like, you know, came to dap him, whatever. And you think that, you know, first encounter, you see X on the TV, whatever. You think you're like, yo, nothing, dog, just chilling, you know, just here, yo, well, get at me, dog. You know, like, you think you're gonna get like some, you know, you're gonna get like some like kind of respect, you know, like kind of
something.
Yeah, kind of like response, like that's the kind of response I'm gonna get, like, yo, get at me, dog.
Some kind of crazy character,
like crazy shit like that. I'm like, yo. So, anyways, I'm like, yo, DMX, what's good, yo? This guy's just like, nothing much, and walks off. In that tone, that cadence, everything, just
yo, maybe you didn't run into DMX, bro. That could have been like just a lookalike.
No.
Sound like a cab driver.
No. That was DMX, bro. Stop this. It was DMX.
What do we got next?
That was DMX.
By the time that we're
yo.
we hope X is good.
Yo, for sure. Okay, let's go on to the next legend. March 31st marked the tragic day. Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, man. So, I mean, you know, let's talk about it. You know, what you know, what have we learned? What's happening with that whole case? I don't even know what's really happening with that whole case. You know, if you know, the people responsible for that are facing it. I think the last I heard, I remember one thing I heard about the case was the guy was getting represented by Christopher Darden. I don't know if you know who that is. Do you know who Christopher Darden is? He was the same guy that prosecuted OJ. Him and Marshall Clark.
He prosecuted him?
Like, in that...
You mean he represented him?
No, he prosecuted against him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, he was in the prosecution
OJ get
team.
Free?
Yeah, he got free.
Oh, so he's good then. He made it seem like a bad thing.
No, but he was
good.
trying to represent that guy, the guy that apparently like killed Nipsey Hussle, right?
Okay.
So,
well, this is what I'll say on that is rest in peace Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Shout out that it was his anniversary. Go check out his music if you've never heard of Nipsey Hussle and you're tuning in to Connect the Dot. He's not from around here, not from around Toronto area, but he is a legend.
Yeah.
Absolute legend from the States. And just like an absolute, like, again, like, there's murals of this guy. Like, there's like
I never realized
a whole generation of like basically a whole generation of people.
I'll be honest with you, man. I never realized how big Nipsey was until he died.
That's how a lot of artists are, but Nipsey was big, man. He was big. I guess you have to know Nipsey. Like, you have to be a fan of Nipsey to like, because there's a lot of celebrities now, right? Like, there's a lot of artists. There's a lot of celebrity artists, and it's hard to know every single one of them. And but Nipsey was around for a very long time, and he was doing such big things and such made a lot of big noise in his community.
He's done a lot of things where, you have to always give. I always say you have to always give somebody their flowers while they're here, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He was a guy that, I think, again, wasn't... He was there. He was on the stage, but he wasn't on like the main stage of like artists being pushed in a sense.
Yeah,
right? Like
but
he created his own. He created his own lane where like you had to respect it and rate that. But it was like it didn't become mainstream until after he died, and that was like the thing where it's
because he was mainstream. Like he wasn't like it wasn't like he wasn't known. He was a big celebrity. He was like up there. Like you couldn't get Nipsey Hussle for cheap. Like he was a big artist, right? But I think in Canada specifically, he wasn't really big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's where the difference is, because even like his wife was a celebrity, right? Like so like he like again, like it's one of those ones like if you know kind of things.
Yeah.
Like we're not really from out there, so we don't watch certain things as deep. But he was up there. Like he was on all the new DJ Khaled stuff. He was on all the like if you're on a Khaled album, like
for sure,
like you're nowhere near small. Like you're big if you're on a Khaled album. You know what I mean? And Hustle was, you know what I mean? And like and Nipsey was like collaborating with a lot of big artists and was on a lot of artist albums. Like not just like he got you on his album, he was on a lot of artist albums. But yeah, shout out to Nipsey.
It was like for me, like I remember like taking a lot of his shit, like and I
wasn't a big Nipsey fan. I just never really. No, I'm just asking about that. I never really took in a lot of Nipsey's music until the Khaled. When I heard him on the Khaled album, that's when I actually started listening to him stuff, and I went back and I started listening to certain things.
Like I remember, I remember like listening to Nipsey back in the day, and I didn't think he was shit. I thought he was good, but I didn't really like. I guess follow.
He was.
You know what I mean? I liked everything that he did, but there's certain artists where it's like you like what they do, and you like what you like. You like what they do. You like what their music's about, whatever. But would you go out and like take in their project, or would you go out and take in everything? It's like for me, it's just like you have to have a certain pull for me to actually sit there and
Nipsey kind of like. Had that chill flow, that chill vibe that wouldn't really make you go like
at that time, but it's just I wasn't really. I guess I was just narrow-minded in my music taste in a sense, right? Maybe I could say that I was a little narrow-minded because like for me, like I've had to like come down. And like I grew up on like the Nas and the Biggies and the Jay-Z's and
right
or like those like lyricists, whatever, like.
But that's how I feel like Nipsey did try to come with that.
No, but he did. But I'm saying like when you look at like legends, like you know what I mean, like guys that like came up like on
he was too chill, laid back.
Like he was there,
he
but
wasn't heavy hitter, but like bam, like hit you hard in the head. Like he wasn't aggressive. He was chill. He's like
it's not to say
Snoop Dogg,
and it's not to take away his talent. It wasn't to take away his talent. It's not to say that he wasn't like, you know, doing his thing. I think he was still sick. I think he was still sick. I never was gravitated to go and like, I guess, follow the music. Maybe that's just my own ignorance, me being naive, right? Because you know, there's certain artists. I remember there's certain artists at the time like I could, you know, I would follow, right? Like, you know, I was still like, you know, big on like, you know, guys from New York like the Nas or like the Raekwons or the Ghostface or like you know, like that genre of like music. You know what I mean? Like that East Coast.
And those guys fucked with Nipsey.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And that's why I'm saying is like you have to follow the lead. You have to follow where the trends.
So it's like for me, like I felt like I feel good that I had, you know, at least now gone back and listened to a lot of his shit, and it's like, you know.
Did you see the documentary? Did you see his documentary there?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it was really dope, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. The guy's got a lot of stuff, bro. That's what I'm saying. The guy's got some big things going on.
Like, it would have been nice
a lot of people are going to remember him for a long time. He influenced a lot of people, man.
Yeah, like, I think, you know, it's unfortunate that somebody as talented as him is not here. Yeah, over some stupid shit. Over some really stupid shit. Like...
That's like, you know, that's like typical Toronto shit, kind of.
Yeah, it's like when you look at when you think of like a lot of these things, like you go back to like even the Biggie murder, stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you look at like a lot of these situations that these rappers get in, artists get in, where you know, unfortunate demise because of like whatever, gun violence or, you know, some other bullshit.
The thing I don't get about that one though, it was like, bro, obviously you're gonna get caught. Like it made no sense.
That's what I mean. But what was the point? Over what? Like that's all some stupid shit.
I don't know, but let's move on because that's making me depressed.
Yo,
rest in peace, Nipsey, man.
That's fucked up, man.
What's next on the gut check time list?
Yo, that's it on the gut check, man.
That was the last topic.
That was the last topic. Oh, actually, no. There was one more. Yo. Hold on, I gotta find it. I had it, and then I lost it. But yeah, what's your favorite Nipsey song?
No, I remember what it was. It was.
No. Oh. I know. I don't want to even talk about that because I don't give a shit about that, to be honest with you. But actually, we could talk about it if you want.
No, I'm talking about the lockdown.
The lockdown.
Yeah, because that's the. That's the next thing that was on the list, right?
Yes. Let's talk about the lockdown.
Well, okay. So there's been like how many lockdowns has there been now? 2, I think.
So
before today's shutdown. So there's been what?
So let's break it up. Let's update, you know, the peoples. Of course, we're into our third. I say quotation marks third. I guess this is called now the shutdown.
Well, no, that's what I mean. So there's been
This is the shutdown. This is not a lockdown. This is a shutdown.
It's a shutdown.
So maybe this is the official shutdown.
This is the official shutdown.
This is the official shutdown.
This is the shutdown.
Or is it the third? Is it the third lockdown?
That's yet to be determined. We're gonna figure that out. But this is what I want to say is that. So if you're watching this now, you guys already know because you guys have been going through it with us. So as of last year, March of last year, we went on a lockdown. We went on a lockdown at first was it a lockdown right away? No, wasn't it like they did some restrictions?
No, it was a lockdown.
Pandemic.
It was a lockdown.
Then it was
the first one was
everyone was rushing out for toilet paper.
Last year. That was last year. Everyone was rushing for toilet paper. They had Lysol,
no water,
limited Lysol wipes.
There was no wipes. There was no hand sanitizer.
There was no hand sanitizer.
It was gone. Everyone was panicking.
Everybody, yep.
A couple people died for sure. Hopefully, we think.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace for sure. But people did get
People
COVID.
were washing their groceries with soap.
People still do. But that's when it started.
Yeah.
People started
wiping down their groceries.
We could say people started wiping down their groceries. They'd go to the grocery store.
Wearing the gloves.
All that stuff.
Yeah, wearing the gloves too.
Hopefully those people stayed safe.
Wearing the gloves to the grocery store.
And so that was the first official lockdown.
That was a lockdown. And then the second one.
And then they opened us up a bit and had everything open and they brought everyone to like these color zones and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they started, okay, this place could open, this place could open, this place could open. open. And then it went back into lockdown again. Like, what was it around Christmas time?
It was around Christmas time. They didn't want us.
They didn't want us to go to Christmas. No one was allowed to go to Christmas.
Can't go to Christmas. Can't be around your family. Christmas is out of the question.
Canceled. Christmas is canceled. Santa's not coming to town.
No Santa. But before that, remember, they locked down other things. So, for instance, they had locked down trick-or-treating.
Yes. Oh, yes. No trick-or-treating. But we went trick-or-treating. But no, yeah, no.
We went trick-or-treating too.
Yeah. No trick-or-treating.
I was no. Yeah. There was no trick-or-treating.
Right. No, okay, but hold on. Okay, they suggested not to go trick-or-treating, but because everybody went to trick-or-treating, they said you are not allowed to go to Christmas. Lockdown.
Yeah.
Everyone was in lockdown.
Everyone was locked down. Said no Christmas. Lockdown.
That's right.
No Christmas. Lockdown.
And now we were open back up again.
Yeah.
Everything was open. It was looking good. Like, it was looking like, I don't know about on paper with the COVID stuff, but I'm saying in terms of like businesses opening up.
But we were on lockdown for the first 28 days. Remember, going into that year.
No, I'm talking about this year.
Yeah. Going into this year, we were locked down.
Yeah, but in February.
It was like end of January, February.
February. Things are starting to open up.
I was saying, end of January, February.
Sorry, my bad. So February, all of a sudden, it started looking good again, you know? Like the snow started melting. Yeah. It looked like this summer was gonna be.
We had a pretty. We kind of got through winter. Okay, there was no real snowstorms.
Oh yeah, it was a light winter.
Had a couple of
but then,
snow, cold days, couple freezing days, but we dealt with it. It wasn't like.
So it was like this. It was like the government was like, okay, we're gonna lock you guys down, and you guys have to stay in your houses for this many days, and then after this many days everything should be okay, and then we'll let you guys back out. We all stayed in for this many days, and then they finally let us back out. They let us back out and they're like, okay, wait a minute, no, go back in again.
Yeah.
Right? Boom, let us back, send us back in, and then they let us back out again. And then now they're like, okay, now today's date, which is the actual first day, we're filming this, the first day of the official shutdown, which is no longer called a lockdown. It's now, they're labeling it as a shutdown. So similar rules applying, everything's pretty much the same. It's pretty much a lockdown. They just don't want to call it a lockdown for whatever reason. But what I want to say is this. So, you've got people that are going, COVID's not real. You've got people going, don't wear a mask. You've got people going, wear a mask. You got people going, COVID is real. Stay safe, stay inside, protect your loved ones, right? You got people saying take the vaccine. You got people saying don't take the vaccine, right? Then you got people that are, oh, if you don't take a vaccine, you're wrong. And then you got people that are, oh, if you do take a vaccine, you're wrong. Then you got people that are like, you know what? It's up to you. If you want to take the vaccine, take the vaccine. It's up to you. It's your choice, right? I'm not going to take the vaccine, but if you want to, go ahead, or vice versa. I'm going to take the vaccine, but if you don't want to take the vaccine, but by all means, it's all good. We can still hang out. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of divide right now, right? In a social aspect, online, on social media, like between friends, between families, between this, between that. Everybody has their own choice with all this stuff, and everyone's got their own decisions, and they have their own strong points, and they have their own stances. But my thing is this, is like, there's always been vaccines, there's always been shots, there's always been this, there's always been that, right? Without social media, it being involved, everybody just did their own thing before anyway. Like, some people got shots, some people didn't. You know what I mean? And nobody really said anything about it, right? When SARS happened, when this happened, when that happened, polio or whatever, measles, or all these different things that have happened in the past. There's tons of just random things all throughout all the years. You could probably list off 100 of them now. Now, there's always been shots, vaccines. There's been this, there's been that, right?
Right.
There's been people on both sides. Yeah, I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm not going to take it, right? But it's never been like a fire underneath it like this, right? This is like gone to the extreme, and I feel a lot has to do with social media and government trying to make sure that they have control over people and stuff like that. And I mean, whatever, that's just like maybe how I'm looking at it, right? But maybe it is the government just trying to keep us safe. Maybe it's not, you know what I mean? But my point is this, like, whether you agree with it, whether I agree with it, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Here, this is like that. Whether you agree with it, whether I agree with it, right? We have to get through it. You know what I mean? We have to adapt to we have to understand that at any given time the government can say, oh, this can't happen anymore, and now you have to live this way again, right? So you have to be able to live this lifestyle. You have to be able to live through lockdowns. You have to be able to live through these shutdowns. You have to keep your family healthy. You have to keep yourself healthy. You have to keep yourself involved, making money, being out there, you know, being part of the community, you know, being part of, being something progressive and positive, and you know, having a purpose. You know what I mean? Like you, like a lot of people are laid off of their jobs and they're collecting their money and they're enjoying their time with their family. And I mean, that to me, I've loved that. That's been my favorite part. But you gotta still have that purpose. Like you gotta have that drive. You gotta get up every day and, you know, go for something. You know what I mean? Right. Whether it is even bettering your kids, whether it is bettering this, bettering that, but it's like, don't just like lay around and do nothing. So it's like a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are just lazing around and not taking advantage. But there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of this.
You got to take advantage of this situation, man. And you have to find a way to, like, you know, continue to make your money, continue to get your bread up. Especially if you could do it, like, you know, tax free and not like, you know, or even just be independent enough where you can, like, you know, push something and, you know, just, you know, push your own content in that sense and build your brand, you know, and or just expand on something that you didn't know, or expand on something that you know, need to, like, improve on, whatever. But I think at the end of the day, like, people just need to wake up. I think at the end of the day, people just need to wake up and understand that, you know, I've never seen anything pushed on us so aggressively and so like forcibly. Like, why is it like, why this? Why does it have to be like something that, like, is new, unproven, right? Has only a certain success rate, but if you look at, like, the numbers and the stats, our own body, our own immunity has more of a success rate to get over COVID. So how are, you know, we, like, supposed to trust this to, like, give us that extra protection for something that has to be given to us, like, every 6 months, every year?
But at the same time, in certain situations, yes, okay. For instance, people's employers are asking them to get vaccinated,
which you shouldn't be able to. But they're changing the laws.
Hear me out.
They're changing the laws on that.
Hear me out on that.
Which is fucked up.
I don't think any company should be able to tell anybody that they have to take a vaccine, right? Yeah. However, even in schools, right? Since we were kids, if you didn't have the flu shot or whatever it was, you weren't allowed to get enrolled in that school or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it was. If you didn't have certain even now, like, certain schools won't take your kids in if they don't have these shots up to date. You know what I mean? So, like,
we're just fucked up.
And hear me out. Now, I'm not saying that that's right either, because I don't think that that's right. To be honest, I don't think that they should be forcing your kids to put any needles in their arms. What if you want, right? But so literally, you're telling me that I can't have my kid in school just because I don't want my kid to have shots in his arm? Yeah, that's messed up, right? But that's the reality of life that we have lived for many years. So when you get to the workplace, when you sign your contract, right? It's something that you should go over, right? And if you don't agree with it, you should bring it up to them right away. A lot of people sign these contracts and they don't even consider what it says.
You know what it is, though, is like, it's just a lot of these industries, a lot of these markets right now, they're just adapting to this new life, this new world, right? Because it just seems like
they covered their ass with their contracts.
Right, but again, if you're building this industry, if you're building this industry of, like, a rule of you have to have a vaccine to, like, you know.
Hear me out, though. This is where I was gonna go with that, though. Is, for instance, like, for me, if I was in that situation and someone said I had to take the vaccine, right? I would say, sorry, I can't do it. I would go on my EI. I would take my EI and go like everybody else, and I'd look for a new career. As much as that sucks, and maybe some people, it's easier said than done. That, again, it goes back to what I'm trying to get at here. It's like, man, you got to make shit happen right now. Like, now is the time, like, you know, like, and they also, like, I've been in this, like, not this type of situation, but, you know, I've been in situations in the past where, like, there's a lot of heavy pressure, and, like, everybody knows that when there's a lot of pressure, you know, that's when you start acting sometimes, you know, the best, and sometimes the best things get created because of that, you know, under pressure, right? So under pressure, sometimes things just become golden. Now, that being said, I think that right now is the time where I think artists like yourself, right? They need to like kind of combine together and speak up and talk about what they're doing to get through the pandemic and get through these lockdowns and this official shutdown of 2021, and try to like show people like, hey, like, you know, as an artist, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, as a father, this is what I'm doing. You know, as a man, this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? During the pandemic, this is how my life is, or this is what's up. And, you know, like, start planning this, start planning that, or whatever, right? Kind of being like mentors to people. So what I did is, man, like, I just thought of it this morning, and I was like, man, I'm gonna put together a documentary. So like, I decided, like, as of today, like, today's the first day of the official shutdown.
Yeah.
So I decided I'm gonna do
I saw that.
a documentary, and it's called the Shutdown the Shutdown 2021 documentary.
I saw that. I saw that you were trying to do that. So tell us what's going on with that.
So, bro, basically, because of this whole shutdown and everything, and because of, like, you know, there's so many people that have different stances, like I just said, like I just talked about, there's so many different stances. The masks, the vaccines, is COVID real, is COVID, like, there's so many different, all these different key points. And I want to get, like, people's opinions on these things. I want to find out what other people's thoughts are on certain things. I also want to use this as an opportunity, like I said, to like kind of get different people's point of views on what they're doing to get through the pandemic, and kind of like either help inspire people or show people that, hey, you know, I'm going through it too. Like, you know what I mean?
No, that's fucking dope. That's fucking dope.
So
what, you're gonna like what?
So
like just like docu their like what lifestyle, their day to day, or
not really, no. So kind of when I first had the idea, I was like, yo, because this is what triggered it. Every time that there's these shutdowns, every time that there's these lockdowns, I have to research, am I able to film? Like, what can I still work or not, right? So I researched it today, looked it up. I find out that the film industry, like all the other shutdowns or all the other lockdowns, it's got a green light on it. So I can film, and I can film with up to 50 people, as long as they're acting in the film, right? So I was like, man, I'm gonna do an event and film it and make it a documentary, so that, you know what I mean, I'm filming it and it's for a film, right? So I was like, you know what, I'll get 50 people, because I can have 50 people. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 40 people, so then I can have a nice big fat film crew,
right?
Nice lighting, nice this, good audio, whatever.
Right.
So I want to make it documentary style, whatever. So I kind of put it out there, right? And then I got a pretty good response, and then I started like kind of thinking more on it and stuff, and I was like, wait, you know what, like, fuck, there's like so many big artists that I know that, like, if I get them involved in this, it could take this to another level, you know what I mean? So I started thinking, like, okay, I'm gonna make a list of, you know, some of the people that I think it would make sense that would make this a sick hip-hop documentary, but also a pandemic documentary, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I started making a list. So I had, you know, a bunch of different people on there, like, but from the people that I started, this is a new list that I wrote now of artists that I talked to and they're confirmed.
Okay.
So anyone that's watching, I might have already announced this by the time that you're watching this, and the list might be bigger. It probably is a lot bigger, and maybe even some of these artists are different. But as of right now, we have Young Stitch.
Okay.
We have Point Blank. We have Socrates. We have Black of the Dawn. We have Jordan. We have Mike Gutz.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty sick. I talked to Peter Jackson. He said that he's in. He wants more info.
Oh, sure, it's Peter Jackson.
I've got Turk. I've got Jux Kane.
Nice. Shout out to Jux.
I've got the Nemesis.
Hello.
The Nemesis. He's a director. You've heard of Nemesis?
Yeah.
I got Hank McCoy.
Hank, okay.
I'm gonna put Dre Specs. I got my boys Deuce from Concrete Mob. And then I still got to talk to G Wonder. I hit up Organic. I hit up Maestro. I hit up a couple of other people. Actually, I hit up a bunch of other people. They're not on this list, but we'll see. I don't know.
So what is it? Just like what? Like kind of like an hour-long thing? Like
so what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna go and actually, I was actually gonna start off by doing yours.
Okay.
I was gonna do yours tonight.
Mine tonight.
Yeah.
Wow. On the spot.
But at the same time, I was also thinking like, yeah, we could do it today. But yeah. So it would be kind of like this. So this would be like a dry run. Let's just pretend.
Yeah.
We're doing it right now. So I'd be there. I'd probably have you sitting on like that couch kind of thing, and I'd have my camera set up with a different lens on though.
Yeah.
Like a sicker lens and make it look sick. And then so I'd be like, okay, like, so there's an interview portion, right? So this would be the interview portion. I'd be like, yo, Gutz, like, so tell me about, you know, like, well, I'd be like, kind of like introduce yourself and kind of like let us know what you've been doing during the during the lockdowns.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, my name's Gutz. I fucking spit shit. I'm the best rapper in town.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, all that shit.
And then I'd be like, okay, so what's your thoughts on the whole COVID-19 thing, and you know, what's your perspective on that? And then you give me your perspective on COVID-19.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'd talk to you about like the masks. I'd ask about the masks. You'd give me your opinion on the masks.
Yeah.
And then I'd ask you about the vaccination. Like eventually ask you about the that's like kind of the last one, right?
Yeah.
But like, so the first beginning part is like, what have you been doing? And then like also like the area that you live in. How's it affected the area you live in? So then you're like, well, I live in Scarborough, this, and that.
Yeah.
So my area has been affected. Like I've been seeing people like this. I've been seeing people like that. Businesses closed down.
I got you.
Right, and then I'm gonna go film B-roll of the businesses and you walking through your area. You know what I mean? And then so that's why I'm saying we can't actually do it today. Like,
yeah.
So I'd rather just set it up this week, because this week I'm gonna set it up with a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
All these people I just listed. And I'm gonna go out one day, I'm gonna film like 6 people. And then I'm gonna go the next day, I'm gonna film 6 people, right? Until I get it. And then, after I get all that, right? I grab all the artists and we bring them to Revival. That's my hope.
Back to Revival?
That's my hope. That's my hope. I know I'm crazy,
back
right?
to Revival.
So you know what's great? This is what
all the time. This guy's like, yo, go back to Revival.
This is the beauty
all
about the podcast. This is the beauty about the podcast, because Gutz told you guys about me and how I have crazy ideas, right? And now you guys get to actually experience one of my crazy ideas from the beginning to the end. It actually came to fruition today.
Yeah.
I contacted all of these people today. I got the okays from them today. Everybody's interested. Everybody's involved, right? So I've already got the whole thing played out in my head, right? So boom, I do that with each of these artists, or at least most of them, right? Then what happens, Gutz? We bring them all to Revival. They all come to Revival. Every single one of them is wearing the same hoodie. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them is wearing the same hoodie. The hoodie says what? The Shutdown 2021 with a Connect the Dot logo on the back, right? Boom.
Nice.
What's on the face mask? The Shutdown 2021 with maybe a little Connect the Dot thing. You know what I mean? Something like that, right? Boom. So the documentary, I want to be presented by Connect the Dot, right? I want to release it on the YouTube channel, right? And then get all these artists to pump that, right? And at the same time, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be booking these people for interviews on Connect the Dot podcast, right? So that's the idea. Now, what I want to do is everybody comes there, they have the mask, they have the hoodie. I want to set them all up in like a sick way, so it looks like V for Vendetta. You ever seen the movie V for Vendetta?
I haven't seen it, but I get the idea.
All right, so that's kind of the idea. And then I want to get socks, or I don't know, maybe even you, maybe even Mr. Mike Gutz, we'll see, to kind of like deliver like a speech. And that's gonna be like the end of the documentary.
Okay.
So like, but what I want to do is I want to do a 6-shot aerial shots and like multiple camera angles of all, like, let's say I got 40 people, right? My goal is 40 people. I want to get a camera angle shot, like drone, a bunch of different angles, and even people that are walking in the crowd to all walk into the venue together. So it just looks crazy, like the venue's just getting packed with like this mob of people that all look the same. And then everybody goes inside, and then they're all standing in like perfect formation kind of thing, and just get panning shots of like everybody standing there and stuff like that. And then so it's everybody that they just seen in the documentary all standing there in formation, in mask, listening to like Socks or you or whoever, like delivering like this final speech, you know what I mean? And then like that's how the documentary ends.
Wow. Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoy it. That's the idea.
Yeah.
And in between all of it, I'm gonna have some nice hip hop music, you know, in the mix. Have a nice little soundtrack to it, you know, and keep everything kind of quick and moving. Like it's not gonna be like overly long, like interviews or something like that.
No, I hear you.
But that's pretty much the idea, bro.
I'm with it.
Oh,
I mean, it sounds pretty dope.
what do you think I should add to it?
Maybe like, I don't know, artist spitting something. If you want to keep it hip hop, I don't know. Maybe add that to it. I don't know.
What do you mean, like in the documentary?
Yeah, I don't know.
So like let's just say like I go and like let's say I interview.
You could do it. You could even do it where it's like
somebody has a pandemic 16.
Yeah. You can even just highlight maybe like 1, 2, 3 artists if you want, and just highlight their more in-depth life kind of thing. Just like how like they're gonna contribute to, I don't know, something big that's happening.
My idea is that each person that I go to like interview, I want them to be doing something. Like I want them to be doing something that's keeping them going through the pandemic. So like for instance, if it's the Nemesis, I want to go fucking interview him on set. Bro, I just need 5 minutes of your time on set. I actually want to film B-roll of him just on set doing his thing, directing, and I'll use that as part of the audio and video in the documentary, and then I interview him. You know what I mean?
That's nice.
And then like for instance, like for you, maybe we just keep it simple and like you're like just in your area, you know what I mean? And like, but we walk through the area and you're talking about the businesses that have been closing down, and I'm showing now B-roll of the businesses shut down. Not everyone's the same, but like I want to plan it all out so that it's like different variety stuff, so people are seeing something different throughout the whole documentary. You know what I mean? So
I have a perfect idea, bro.
See?
I have a perfect idea. Holy shit.
So each person's gonna get to come up with their own little thing, and I just get to show up and film it. You know what I mean? Like for instance, Black of the Dawn, he opened up a restaurant, so I kind of want to go film while he's in his restaurant, you know what I mean? And I'll show B-roll, and then I'll get him after, and I'll film him somewhere and like nice, have the lighting set up, make the audio crispy, and you know what I mean? And so that's pretty much it, bro.
Yeah, that sounds good, bro. I have a perfect idea for that shit.
Well, we'll talk more about that. I wanted to let people know about it. I want to let you know about it. I'm gonna get some cool artwork going soon, and I'm gonna make that super sick. So that's pretty much that. Now let's move on to the song review.
Yeah, let's go into the song review.
Okay, so hold on. You're balling up?
I can ball up.
All right, you're balling up then. You have tree? We just smoked a half quarter of mine, so let's see what yours is saying.
Where's mine?
I think it's right here, no?
Yeah,
oh, here. You can use some more of that, though.
Whatever.
Yours looks a little dusty. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Song review, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna get exciting.
Yes, sir.
I'm just talking the pure smack. You guys already know me and Gutz talk pure smack to each other. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. If you're old, welcome back.
Can I send you one of mine? I have one that's
a song
inside.
review?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a little biased.
No.
Yo, guys, make sure that you like. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Yo, I forgot to shout this out at the beginning of the podcast. If you're still watching, though, shout outs to you guys. And you guys are the ones that get this info. Because, to be honest, the people at the beginning, they're not even going to be this far ahead to, like, you know, get this info. But you guys, the diehard watchers, the diehard subscribers, the people that actually give a fuck about what we're talking about. Hey, you listening. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I want to shout you out for watching this. I also want to let you know that last week, our first podcast, we had over 60 hours of watch time on our podcast, which is honestly, to me, is insane. I didn't know what to expect. We got 17 subscribers.
Nice.
And to be honest, we weren't even like on people like, yo, subscribe.
Honestly,
like,
just hit the subscribe button.
Hit
it's
it up.
It's whatever, man.
Subscribe. It just helps us grow as a channel. That's
We're just trying to promote the shit,
like,
yo. Like,
also
fuck.
comment. The comments actually really help. You know, the more comments.
Shout out to everybody who subscribed. Tell a friend.
Hashtag connect the dot.
Yeah, stay tuned. We got the merch coming soon. We got the channel, like, you know, coming soon. Like, fucking...
website's coming very soon.
Yeah.
Again, we said this in the last podcast, but it actually is coming soon. It's just a matter of fine-tuning things.
We got a lot of shit coming.
Making sure that it's proper. So, okay, so I'm going to go back down. We're going to do the song reviews now. I'm
going to send you one.
Okay, you're going to send me one. But I've got a bunch, so...
You got a bunch?
Yeah, I got tons, so I'm trying to just minimize these. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, here we go.
Did we fix the sound issue?
Yeah, this week we got louder music.
Okay.
So we should be fine. It might be too loud. I might have to turn it down a little bit. Yo, shout outs to the guy that's been doing all of our motion graphics. He's actually been crushing the motion graphics with all the little
I thought that was you.
Stuff. Oh, really? Did you?
Yeah.
Buddy, I've been paying for that the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're a good guy.
Yeah, you owe me money. So anyways, but yeah, no, it's all good.
It's all good.
No, I'm just kidding. It's actually me. It has been me the whole time.
Hey.
It was 100% me the whole time.
Stop this.
I swear to God. I was just busting your balls. No, I don't pay anybody to do our graphics. Everything that's done so far, guys, 100% actually has been.
Anyways, let's check in though with super vendors right now.
Okay.
Yo, super vendors. You know, shouts to the sponsors. Yo, the Sunkist strawberry lemonade. Yo, out of 5 is a 7.
That Sunkist is so good.
Yo, it's a 7.
That's a slapper.
That's a slapper. I'm sorry.
Yo, I also want to say.
Any Skittles, 7.
Okay, so I got the songs pulled up here. But before we get into it, I want to talk about something quick.
What?
So, in the last 48 hours,
Yeah.
I've owned 6 pianos.
What's going on with
And
that?
I've sold 3 of them.
Okay.
So right now I own 3 pianos.
Talk about
and
that.
I am a proud seller of 3
Talk
beautiful
about
pianos.
that. Talk about that. What's going on?
Let's talk about this really quickly, okay?
Okay. Because I seen that. You're like, yo, I got pianos. I'm
Almost
like, what
every
the
year.
hell?
I would say every year for the past like 4 or 5 years. What are you looking for?
My fault.
Okay. For the past 4 or 5 years.
Right.
I put out a status and I'm like, anybody want to barter anything for I'm like blank for a music video or video service, right? And I always get the funniest answers, like, you know, sometimes I'll get this, sometimes I get that, whatever, right?
Right.
But in the past, I've gotten an Xbox X, I've gotten Xbox One S,
Word.
I've gotten trips to like Barbados, to trips to Jamaica.
Really?
I've gotten like, you know, anything
Really?
from like food, clothes. I've gotten camera gear, like literally like camera gear, the camera that we're filming this on. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the people that I've worked with in the past that have done these barter deals. But anyways, I put out this barter deal the other day, and I got a bunch of offers. I got one buddy that offered to pour a big cement slab. I got somebody that offered like 30,000 milligrams of like THC or whatever. What's it called? Like oil, edibles, whatever. And then I had this one guy that hit me up. He's like, I got pianos. He's like, yo, I got pianos. Yo, come through. So I went and checked out the pianos, and then I put them up online and I sold them. And I sold 3 pianos and made some decent money, actually. To be honest with you, it was amazing. And
Really?
then now I still have 3 pianos. So if anybody wants to buy a piano, actually you can't hit me up because they're already gone. So yeah,
Really?
yeah. So I was an owner of 6 pianos. Upright pianos, beautiful pianos, and I sold 3 of them yesterday. And now we're on to the next. Okay, so let's get on to the song reviews.
That's sick, yo.
I actually filmed it as well, so I got a bunch of stuff.
And it's like what, those like old school pianos? Like, is it like?
No, it was like beautiful, like nice upright pianos, like shiny pearly white keys, like.
And it's all in tune. Everything.
All
is
tuned. There was like one that wasn't tuned.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest were tuned.
For real.
Okay, so let's get into the first one. Okay, so we got my boy Jay Hen.
Okay.
Lost in Space.
Shout out to Jay Hen. That's Quinn's son.
moving slow. Why you so afraid? Why you so afraid? I can see it in your face. It's like we lost in space. Now we deep up in the zone. Said I'd call you on the phone, but I know it's getting late, and you were heading home. But I wanted you to stay, and you wanna take it slow.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
It just stopped playing.
You fucked up.
I guess so. Oh. Oh, I was sorry. My bad, J-Hen. All right, so let's get this started again. My bad. Okay, so if you guys don't know, this is the reviews. We do track reviews. We give it out of 5 mics each. 5 mics for Mike. 5 mics from me. We'll see what you get. We're not just giving away mics here though.
We're not just giving away mics, yo.
We'll do a minute 30-second of the song, or 1 hook and 1 verse, and then we'll give you our. So we got J-Hen, Lost in Space.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
It's like we lost in space. Cause when we are alone, time's moving slow. Why you so afraid? I can see it in your face. It's like we lost in space. Now we deep up in the zone. Said I'd call you on the phone, but I know it's getting late, and you were heading home. But I wanted you to stay, and you wanna take it slow. So I am down to wait. I don't know where this will go, but I know I'm on my way. I don't know, this could be love, so I won't let it go to waste. Won't let it go to waste. Words are like a glass of milk at midnight. Sometimes they just don't sit right. Could really use a split flight. A girl who doesn't wanna live a split life. When prayer becomes a habit, miracles become a lifestyle. That's the energy that made me such a bright child. You're the type of brightness to come through and turn my lights down. Now I'm in fear of how I might sound. Hope this goes farther than I might sound. Check, check, 1, 2. I made a couple wishes hoping that they come true. Know you kinda busy, but I'd hope that you come through. If what I'm feeling's right, then tonight it's just me and you. Explore the galaxy from Mercury right down to Neptune. And if we talking stars, look up to the sky and whisper, baby, that's you. Baby, that's you.
All right. He wants it. Hey.
Time's moving slow. Why you so afraid? Can see it in your face. It's like we lost in space. Cause when we are alone.
So yeah, yo, that's Lost in Space by J-Hen. The letter J, H-E-N.
Alright, cut it.
Go check him out. Go check him out. He's got it on Spotify. It's on all platforms.
Cut it.
First of all, I want to shout out J-Hen. Before we get into the music, I want to get your feedback, and I'll get into my feedback.
Yeah.
But yo, I just want to say, yo, J-Hen is one of the dogs. Like, he's my dog. Like, he's so funny, bro. A real solid dude, a real solid friend. Shout out to J-Hen. Before we get into the review, he's actually been on our shows before. He's been on my shows before. And
I remember J-Hen, man.
He usually raps, so like this is my first time kind of hearing him singing. But
really,
kind of, yeah. I think I've heard him maybe before, like on maybe something, but not really. But anyways. Let me hear yours first. I want to hear yours first because he's one of my dogs. Like, I know pretty well. Okay. But I'm gonna cut it straight. But you know what I mean. I want to hear yours first. I want to hear yours. So I've
been on the same show as him a few times, right? Or I've seen him at wasn't he a part of Connected Dot? Did he ever compete at Connected Dot? I think he did.
I think he did. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure.
He did.
I think he was on the Mustache Club show. If I'm not mistaken.
On with them. Yeah, he was definitely on one of them. But I've always been a fan, like, of whatever he put out. Like, you know, I thought he always had like a certain thing, but I never really, took in a lot of his stuff from, like, at a certain point. Cause I know that he didn't really make a lot of music.
He didn't.
Right? There was one point he didn't make a lot of music.
He had like nothing. He had like 2 songs.
Yeah. And then he had an abundance of hits.
Well, he used to go by a different name, right?
Right,
he used to go by Skyboy J.
Yeah. So, anyways. But listening to this, going back to this.
Yeah, like let's get into the review.
Like,
Lost in
damn,
Space.
like this is a banger. This is a slapper.
Slapper?
Oh, for sure, slapper.
Clapper, okay.
Slapper. Yo, 5. I'm giving this a 5.
Say word.
I'm giving it a 5.
This guy Gutz gave his first
I'm giving it a
5.
5. This is my first 5.
That's crazy.
I'll give it a 5.
I'm actually so surprised that you gave it a 5
Why?
because of the auto tune.
I like, you see, but he used it nice. Like I feel like he used it in a different way. Like, and I think like I like how he switched the style. Like he didn't like just stay with just the singing. Like he went to the rapping and then went to the singing and went to the rapping.
The rapping saved them.
Yeah,
in my point,
that's what I mean. Like when he went to the rapping, I'm like, damn, like this guy's versatile. Yeah.
Yo, Gutz gave him a 5
I'll give the guy
5 sheet.
Yeah.
Yo, J-Hen, I know you're watching this. Yo, you are a lucky motherfucker. He must be feeling tipsy or something. There's something in that sun kiss. You better go order something off of Super Vendors right now because you
go
owe
to Super Vendors, yo.
Because bro, there's something in that cup. But yo,
Super Vendors is winning
5,
right now.
I'm not even saying that
Super Vendors is getting 7s. These guys are getting 5s. Yo, it's a good day. It's a good day.
Hey, but yo, I'm saying is I think it's a dope song. I'm nowhere close to a 5 though. No offense, but that is a crazy score in my opinion. It's a dope song though. You like what you like, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's got a sick vibe to it. Like this, in my opinion, here's my review on the song, okay?
What's up?
I really like the way it kind of starts off nice and slow, right? The singing part almost lost me. The reason why is because I feel like it's not right on point at certain, like I feel like it's not like quite there yet on the strength of the singing. Where then when the rapping came in, I was like, yes, yo, thank God this guy spit because he can spit. But I was also at the same time being like, okay, but let's see what he's got here. And I feel like he crushed his verse. I think his verse was amazing. I thought it was great. The flow was great. The cadence was great. Like it was a soft flow. It was nice. Like I thought it was dope, man. The only thing that I would say, this is my feedback on the song. My official feedback would be this: use that as a reference, like the hook part, and yo, get somebody that's just like sick to crush that hook for you because you have it written. It's done. The writing on it is great. Like the hook, even the tone, like it's there. He's got it, but it's not quite like banger. You know what I mean? And also, it's an opportunity for him to get a feature with an artist that's also slapper. You know what I mean? Like so you can elevate your song even to that next level. That would be my only feedback. But I also got to give him mad props for actually singing on the hook, bro. I didn't even know you had that in you, man. That was
really
sick.
I didn't know.
I will give him props on that. But
so you didn't know that he was a singer.
Unlike Jay Savvy, who I thought was a better singer.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
So I'd give Jay Savvy just like a bit more, right?
Right.
Okay, so but for J-Hen, I'll give him like a. I'm gonna have to go with like a. I want to say like a 3.5.
3.5.
4. Maybe.
Am I boosting then with the 5? You're saying?
I'm saying like a 3.5.
So you're making me reconsider my option.
No,
now.
Don't reconsider. You like what you like, bro.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going with a 3.5.
No, I like the tune, man.
No offense.
No offense.
3.5 is good though for me because, for instance, like last week I did Camel at 3.5. I did Maloney at 3.5.
I like the beat. I just like the beat, and I like how
the beat was nice.
I like the style that he did with it. I think it was just very.
The only thing that lost me, didn't fully lose me, but lost points for me was the hook. The singing part was just what lost me a bit. Okay. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I think it could be stronger. I think it could have been hit harder. I think honestly, if he would have put a singer on that hook, a strong singer, I think that would have been. I would have been up with the 5 with you. To be honest. Because the melody with the beat, like it was all good. Like he has the right angle, but so that gives him an 8.5 out of 10, which is still a great score. So that ain't shit. Okay, so now next on the list we have. It looks like Nathan, Aiken, Tempo, Mental.
Tempo.
So we got Temple Mental, Fool's Holiday.
Woke up to reoccurring dreams of me dying in my sleep. Reassuring I woke up perhaps another dream. A paradox I can't leave. Feel a carbon inception of Neo in the Matrix. Except I'm lacking the protection. Just another fucking session. Lacing beats to teach your lessons. Everybody get the flex, and I'm concealing all my weapons for the big bang. Cats be talking gang, pants so damn tight, they can't even let their nuts hang. Give me a break me out of that Kitkat bar. Silly candy coated rappers never get that far. I know we all in the race to try and reach those stars, but I would shoot them all down before they take my heart. Passionate media showers, me in the greediest hours, cause I want all or nothing, somebody gon' bleed to get power. That's the reason to cower, wanting the heat if you sour. Call it a sign of the times, I'm saying the time is now. I don't know just what they want, but I've been feeling oh so cold. They play these games made just for chumps, but I'm still going for the gold. So when it's all said and done, I don't wanna hear that you've been wrong, cause you still right in front of the gun and wonder why your mind was blown. A fool tossed it on my shoulder cause nobody got my back. Yeah.
All right. I could run that tune too, though, but you know.
Yeah.
I could. What we should do is we should lower it now and do a review while the song's kind of just bumping in the back. Whatever. So yo, let me say this first of all, or you shout out Tempo. I'll go first, but you shout out Tempo.
Yo, shout outs to Tempo, yo. He's doing his thing, you know. He's been, you know, hungry artist. You know, he's always like, you know, he's a family man for sure. You know, he's out there always, you know, pushing his music, pushing his content out there. Like, you know, he's doing what he does, man. Like, he's a very humble dude. You know, I think like, you know, I don't know, like me and Tempo, like we kind of shared like a moment, right? Because like we lost close ones like right around the same times, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we were like I think like 2 weeks or 3 weeks apart or something like that, and I always had like a close connection with him from that point, kind of thing, right? Like we connected through the music and shit, but it was just like I think it was like at that point, it's like we kind of had that, like, you know. I want to do a track with Tempo.
I want to say this. Big shout out to Tempo Mental. Tempo has been. I've been fucking with Tempo for years upon years. I've shot a video for him. I've worked with him on multiple shows and stuff like that. I 100% agree with everything you just said. Super humble guy. Super dope lyricist. Definitely a family dude. Just an all around solid dude. But when it comes to Tempo's music, I'm such a big fan of Tempo's music, bro. I swear to God. Like, out of all the singers that we've heard so far in the reviews, Tempo, in my opinion, is the best singer out of all of them. Like, he's better than Jay Savvy, in my opinion. He's different, but he's better. Like, just his overall, like, the way he lays it down, he records it, like all those layers, like the way he has like those different. He sounds like a fucking almost like a country singer or something, but like almost like some Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I mean? Almost.
His hooks are always sick, right?
Bro, this guy's a hook guy.
Yeah,
that's the best.
That's what I mean.
I
need to get Tempo on my album, yo. Shouts to, I gotta hit him up.
So,
get a feature with
my
this
review
guy.
on the song is this though. I can't lie, that's not my favorite verse by him, especially his first verse.
Yeah.
It sounded like his second one could have been better. I really got to try to take that one in, but like you see how he has like that super soft voice, the whole.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have rapped a little bit more on this one.
Yeah.
Like a little bit more of a I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was too soft, too low for me. I feel like he should have amped it up a bit more.
You think that he should have came more aggressive?
Maybe just a bit harder on his voice, not so singy on the verse.
Right.
But that's how he came. I still liked it. I thought it was dope. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, the hook was insane. The hook. Was insane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that one a 4 mics. I'm giving that one a 4. I would probably give it a 4.5 if I would have liked the verse better. If the verse was slapper, it still is good. It's a good, like, if I had that in the car, and I would bump to that all day and smoke to that all day.
Yeah.
But
I kind of agree with what you're saying. You know, the verse, you know, I feel like I wanted to hear the second verse to see if it was stronger than the first one in a sense. But I think the hook really got me right there, and it's like, I think like what he did with it, and like the cadence with it, and the whole elements of like the you know, the background, the music and everything, like it was just it all came together perfectly, right? And I think like, you know, he just the whole cadence with it, it was done perfectly. So
yeah.
And
the beat,
the beat was sick. Yeah,
ridiculous.
I'm gonna probably give that though. Yeah, I'll probably give that like a 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably give it like a 4. I'll probably give it a 4.
Ooh, this guy wasn't feeling that one. Like
I'll probably give it a 4. I'll probably give it a 4. No, it's hey, listen.
It is what it is.
Hey, listen. I'll give it a 4 because, like I said, I wanted to hear the second verse. Maybe if I heard the second verse, I'll say it's a 4.5.
8 mics out of 10 is fucking good, bro.
So
8 mics out of 10 is a good score.
It's like
straight the fuck up.
But I mean, like, it's a good track. It's a
great track.
It's a shit track.
It's actually a great track,
right? But I think, I want to hear the second verse.
I actually want to hear it right now, but I'm not going to. Okay, we got Eddie Jones and B1 the Architect.
Okay.
Shout out to Eddie Jones. Shout out to B1 the Architect.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta turn this up. It is accompanied with a music video. Always cool, guys. If you send in for your review, send in your music video. We'll bump that too. Just don't try to copyright claim us and shit, because then I'm gonna get really upset.
Fuck that shit.
Cause we are gods, and this is my design. There's no right or wrong, and that is by design. Drift when I write a song, I'm bleeding every line. You digging through my baggage, it's revealing every climb, every sin, every beautiful moment. Usually not accustomed to this musical opus. I wrote this up. People years in the future will quote it. Always straight from the heart, not fulfilling a quota. Yeah, don't tell me where to go. I roam till the sun's going down. Can't count it up because the money's all folded now. Rolling sound of thunder is coming to crash the party. Wake you up from your slumber. We come with the mask and shoddy. Revolution is on, and my weapon is the song. I find perfection, reflecting on my former transgression. Never conform with half-stepping. I'm taking giant strides, universal lessons. I take it in with the widest eyes. Just fill up the gas tank, then we headed to the top. Looking forward to our next shit. We forgetting when you drop. Moving like you a kingpin till you regretting all that talk. What the fuck was you thinking? We taking your head right off the top. Real recognize real, and I still recognize the real truth is always been concealed. But I feel if I stay pushing, we can make a difference in the end. It might be distant, but at least I got a mission till I'm dead. Jesus, we are gods, and this is my design. There's no right or wrong, and that is by design. Drift when I write a song, I'm bleeding every line. You digging through my baggage, it's revealing every climb, every sin, every...
So there's 2 artists on this. Do we play the second verse?
Is it his submission?
Eddie's the one that submitted it. He's on the next verse.
So we have to play it.
We have to play Eddie's verse.
Got to.
All right, let's run it.
Got it.
Usually not accustomed to this musical opus. I wrote this up.
I hope y'all enjoying
In
this.
the future will quote it. Always straight from the heart, not fulfilling a quota. Yeah.
I guess I gotta be the one. I've been doomed from the womb to the reaper come. And ain't nobody gonna be there when you really need it. I told you in my lesson, but you didn't wanna listen. I guess I gotta slow it down. Ain't no room in the tomb when they hit the ground. Came into this life alone and we die alone. Life is too short, you gotta let your bygones go. And I'm just trying to help you out, but I ain't have it figured out. A lot is left to talk about. You see, I took a different route. Long road ahead and I ain't never looking back. I'm on the highway to hell and I don't even need a map. I'm speeding past the limit, ignoring all the signs. Cause we are all gods, and life is by design. I'm the creme de la creme, I how you rush along. I'm the best that never did it, you can call it what you want. Tell her why.
Cause we are gods, and this is my design. There's no right or wrong, and that is by design. Truth when I write a song, I'm bleeding every line. Because I wrote this up. People years in the future
So,
quoted, always straight from the heart.
First of all, shout out to B1 the Architect. B1 the Architect is, oh, let me turn it down just a little bit, my bad. Alright. B1 the Architect is 1/5 of LRP.
Yep.
Lunchroom Poets.
Shout out to the Lunchroom Poets.
Shout out to Lunchroom Poets. Shout out to B1 the Architect. B1 the Architect is a producer, video guy, video editor.
He does it all.
He does a little bit of everything. Jack of all trades, this guy.
He does
Really dope
mixing,
rapper.
mastering, I know. He does.
Yep. Mixing, mastering, producing.
He does all that shit.
Also a dope human being, you know. He's a cool dude. On top of that, we got Eddie Jones. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Eddie Jones or not.
Familiar with him. I don't know the guy like that, but I'm familiar with him. You know, we've contacted one another on social media,
Okay.
but we never really. I don't
anything.
feel I've like build with him, like build. You know what I mean?
Got you. Well, I've actually known him for so many years. Like I've known him forever.
Okay.
And he's used to run a company called, H Block Entertainment. I know him from back in the days as a guy that used to basically rap and run like a kind of like a label, I guess, back then.
Okay.
And yeah, he's been in the game a long time,
For real?
on and off and stuff like that. Just underground scene. He's been around the Durham region area and stuff like that. Eddie Jones. I've been printing Eddie Jones shirts now for years, I want to say.
For real?
So yeah, he started coming out as Eddie Jones. He started the new brand. And this is actually, I would say, one of his better videos and one of his better songs that I've
real?
seen. Yeah, so
Okay.
far. It looks pretty dope. So shout out to Eddie Jones, shout out to B1 the Architect. This
Yeah.
song's called By Design. You guys can go check out the video
Yeah.
online. Song review, I guess I'll go first since
Go
I'm
ahead.
talking already. Yeah, I would say I like the song. I think it's nice and smooth. I think it's like a dope record. I think the hook is dope. Another cool hook here. B1, I thought, did a really good job on the verse. I thought he like had a nice consistent flow, and like he always delivers, like he's like very consistent. You know what I mean, with his shit. And yeah, he's just dope. I thought like lyrical wise, it was really dope. With Eddie, I wasn't expecting him to come so crazy at the beginning. Like when he jumped in, like he's like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? What? But he evened out the flow.
Yeah.
And then like it came nice. Like it actually, like the flow was dope on the hook. I didn't know where he was going at first. I was like, yo, where's this going? And then he just brought it right back in, and I was like, yo, thank God this guy wasn't trying to do something crazy. Like I thought it was just about to be nuts. I was like, what is he doing? But it was dope, actually. Yeah, so that was a good way to come in, actually, because it made you be like, what? Who's this guy? So that was good. And then lyrical wise, I'd say sick. I like his cadence, like his flow. I thought it was nice. It definitely wasn't a song though that like blew me away by any means. It wasn't like an anthem. It wasn't a, when you hear two rappers on a song, you're expecting this to be like clapper. This sounds like an album song though. Like it sounds like these guys are putting together an album here, and this is like one of the songs on their album. You know what I mean? Which isn't a bad thing. Like I could still cruise and chill and listen to this song. Absolutely. But did it like wow me per se? No, it didn't really. But I still would give it like, I would say a 3.5 to 4.
3.5 to 4?
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
You give it 3.5?
Yeah, I can give it a 3.5. Yo.
Okay.
I'll give it a comfortable 3.5. And 3.5 is not a bad number, guys. Real talk, 3.5 is good. That means I like the song. If I don't like the song, you're getting below a 3, I promise you. I seriously haven't had a song yet that I didn't like. But, you know what I mean?
The beat. I like the beat, because I like that grungy, like, that underground New York style. That's why I kind of like, here with this kind of beat, whatever. B1, he killed the verse. I think, he had a really like, complete verse.
Full,
like it was just like, he did his thing, right? It just he has, a certain like cadence and presence to it, whatever. I kind of had the same impression when I was like, whoa, like that's what I was like thinking. I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't I agree. Like, I didn't know where it was heading, right? Like, I didn't know it was like, okay, like I was trying to like catch on because like you caught me off guard with it, right?
I didn't know where it was going.
You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, but no, like I think like they both did their thing. They both kind of like you said, it's like they almost like seem like they have like a more projects. So like they have like it's like an album together kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it feels like
It didn't seem like a collabo, like if you did a collabo with, I don't know, Stitch or Dre Bars or I don't know, whoever, right? I'm just naming a couple of rappers,
yeah.
right? You would want that track to be like, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not, because
Yeah.
to be honest, like, it depends what it's for.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, no, it was still like it's an album-worthy track. Like it's if you're gonna put out an album, whatever, or a single, like it's a dope song, right?
The beat, let's get back to the beat first.
Yeah, no, the beat is sick.
Cypher beat.
Yeah,
like I could freestyle on this beat all night.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to Stay Cool Productions.
Stay Cool Productions.
That's who made the beat.
Okay. So what am I giving this?
Mike.
I'm gonna give this. You know what? I'm gonna give this a 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this a 4.
Okay. So that's a 7.5 out of 10. That's still a good score.
I like the beat.
Okay.
They did their thing, man.
So that is our third one.
They did their thing, man.
Again, shout out to B1 the Architect. Shout out Eddie Jones. Go check out By Design. Official video on YouTube, produced by Stay Cool. Check that shit out.
Nice one.
Alright, what do we got next here? We got Brittany Andow. Let the Beast Out.
Who?
Brittany Andow.
Brittany Andow?
Andow.
Okay.
Okay?
Let the beast out.
Okay, let's bring this back. Shout out to Brittany Andow for submitting the song. For a review. Brittany Andow.
Where's this girl from?
She's from British Columbia. An artist that I met when I went out there. I actually shot a video for this this song right here. We shot a music video for it.
Okay.
And Brittany Andow, so basically she's a female MC.
Okay.
So she raps. She's also a singer.
Okay.
And like I said, so I shot a couple music videos for her while I was out there, and this happens to be one of the songs right here. And she submitted for review. She was one of the first 5 that did so. So let's play it. Now here's the thing. I've heard the song. I'm editing the video already. So
it's on me.
It's all on you for this one, but I'm still gonna give it my honest opinion as well. Even though that this is a client of mine, guys, I'm still giving it an honest opinion, right? She said it for review, so like I said, I gotta give it my honest opinion, right?
Yeah.
I actually like the song. So I don't know. We'll see how you like it, but I personally think it's dope, especially a female MC.
Well, you can't tell me that now. Well, you shouldn't say.
I shouldn't say anything, right?
You should have never said anything.
The song's trash.
Yeah.
Or is it good?
Stop this.
No, I'll be honest with you though. Just take it in.
Okay, let me hear it.
Stop talking about it.
So what's her name?
Brittany Andow.
Brittany Andow.
Walked up, so I thought that I heard you talking shit. Now you're intimidated and shaking in every step. Cause I'm next up and you know I messed up your throne. Never gonna level with the devil in my head. Back in the day I rolled with this whack MC. He started saying there's somewhere I need to be. Hope he knows that I'm not stupid, this should be fucking fun. I'd really like to see him try and pull out that gun. That's a good way to get chopped up. So much blood I'm locked up that I told you I'm a monster, I want ya. I manipulated you and tricked your mind. Now I'm gonna show you what real insanity's like. We ain't nothing alike, no we ain't nothing alike. I'm only quiet cause the silent one's got the loudest of minds. We ain't nothing alike, no we ain't nothing alike. I'm only violent cause I like the excitement, I wanna fight. So let the rage in, feel that adrenaline. I hear them demons knocking, you know I let them in. Then let the beast out, let the beast out. Let the beast out, let the fucking beast out. Another broken window, another kicked in door. Now they wonder why the fuck I'm coming back for more. I'm getting sick of being pushed to the edge. There's rage in my heart and in my soul and in my head. And I can't sleep through this chaos, at night is when they play. Demons in my mind always finding something.
Okay, so I'm gonna run the tune in the background.
Ain't no way to lose them when they live inside my brain.
Sorry, I was getting a little Instagram behind the scenes there.
Okay.
So yeah, we had a hook, we had the verse, we had a hook. So, Gutz. First.
I liked her flow.
Right.
I liked her flow for sure. Liked how, you know, I like the cadence on it. You know what I mean? Like, I think, you know, I want to hear her on different shit though. I want to hear like, see what other stuff like she comes out instead of this like, you know what I mean? Like this is like that bouncy shit, right? Like I want to see like she can like, you know, she actually got bars.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like for like this is good, right? Like,
Right.
I think anybody can do this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that can.
I don't know.
No. I mean like.
No, I know what you're saying.
Like I'm not trying to diss. It's like, you know what I mean? Like everyone can make like that, you know what I mean? Like a party song. And they like come like, you know what I mean? Like this is like a good like jump off song for sure. But I want to hear like other shit she does. I just want to hear like, you know, what other stuff like she has.
You want to hear on like a hip hop beat.
Yeah, I want to hear her like on different styles, right? Like does she?
So
she sings. You said?
Yeah, she does all types of stuff.
Yeah.
So overall, what, before, because I'm gonna give mine after you.
I'm gonna give it.
Let the beast out, let the beast out, let the beast out, let the fucking beast out.
I'll give it probably. I'll give it a 4.5.
4.5?
I'll give it a 4.
That's
No,
a
actually, I'll
fucking
give it
good
a.
score.
No, actually, a 4. I'll probably give it a 4.5.
You think a 4.5? We got someone in the audience.
I like a 4.5.
4.5. Hey, it's up to you, brother. Whatever you want. I'm just saying. I'm not mad at you.
4.5.
You're being generous this week. I'm not mad at you for it.
You know,
It's awesome.
honestly, I think it's like a 4.
What's that?
I'm already sharing it.
See, we already got someone sharing it in the
You
audience.
know, I think
Yeah.
it's a 4.5. Honestly.
Well, you have to pick a number.
I'm gonna go with a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 4.
That's good.
I'm gonna go with the 4. I don't want to give it a 4.5. I would give it a 4.5, but it's like, it's good. It's just I just want to hear on other shit. I don't know, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I'm just so past like that party shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like I just want to hear more shit.
I hear you on that.
I just want to hear more shit.
I actually think if you actually hear some of her other music where she does rap like that, you're gonna be like, oh shit, yo, this girl's actually sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, for
like,
sure.
That's what I mean.
I agree with you.
And it's like, you remember, it's like kind of like,
nothing wrong with
remember
that.
like,
There's nothing wrong
it's
with
kind of
that.
like the Jay Savvy like situation last week.
Right,
It's like
right.
I heard Savvy spit on better shit. It's just
Right.
like,
No, I understand that.
you know what I mean? Like I get the market that he's going with, but it's like that's not like my style. You know what I mean?
I think this, the reason why she sent this one is because we shot a video for it. We're gonna be releasing the video for it.
Yeah.
And it's still in the hip hop lane. But if she would have known that, okay, Connect the Dot, they want that raw hip hop shit. Oh, I'm gonna send them some raw hip hop shit. You know what I mean? And that's what she should have done. Maybe for you. You know what I mean? But that being said, a 4.5 is a great score. So it's not like you gave her a bad review, right? You actually gave her a great review.
She's dope.
She is dope. Now,
she flowed on that shit properly.
So I'll get into mine quick. First I want to say, when she said, okay, as a video director, whenever you're dealing with a new client and they send you a song, when you download that song, before you play it, there's this moment where you're like, uh-oh, is this going to be a bad song or is this going to be a good song, right? She sent me her music and she sent me 2 songs, I believe. And I played it. And I was like, okay, female MC, like she seemed kind of young too. Like also when I seen her pictures and whatever and like whatever, it's like, oh, she seems like pretty young. Like so I'm like, I didn't know what to expect basically, right? Played the song and I was like, damn, this girl can spit. I was like, whoa, like this girl can actually rap. Like you know what I mean? I was like, this is sick. That was my first initial thoughts, right? Now I'm with you on the. Like it's not necessarily a song for me, but actually I took it totally different than you did. You took it like a kind of like a club kind of thing or whatever, and maybe it was anticipated, or maybe not club, but like an amped up something. I took it as like kind of, it reminded me more like Mad Child style. Like that's what it kind of reminded me, like Mad Child, Snack the Ripper, but like a female MC version of it.
Yeah.
That's just what my initial when I first heard it. I was like, she's like on that West Coast underground hip hop vibe, right? But then I heard other stuff of hers, and I was like, oh shit, it's actually underground like West Coast hip hop style. Like if you listen to some of her other stuff, it is like that. That being said, Let the Beast Out, I thought was dope. I thought the hook was sick. I thought it was really creative in how she went, let the beast strong.
Yeah.
Like it just was creative. It was dope. It was animated. I like that. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just a regular hook that was just like the same thing over and over again. So I like that. Thought her verse was dope. The way she spit was sick. Lyric wise, I thought like her first verse lyric wise could have been better, in my opinion. Like she's better than that, in my opinion. Like the way she came in, I wasn't the biggest fan of that. Like that was my only critique on the whole song, to be honest. Just the way she came in.
And that's what was my point. I said I want to hear her on different shit, because it's like,
you need to hear her for sure.
you know what I mean? Like I like the beat, but I didn't like.
Yeah, the beat wasn't my favorite.
I didn't love the beat.
I'll be honest. I think if she would have chose any other beat, like a beat that I would have liked or you would have liked,
Yeah.
we would have both loved the track.
Okay.
I think the beat really kind of threw us both.
Yeah, like
be
the
honest
beat
with
was
you.
kind of just.
Yeah, I agree.
It's different. You know what I mean? Like,
So you gave it a 4. I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5.
yo, go back and play just a little bit of it, just a little bit.
Yeah, no problem. But I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5. That gives Brittany a 7.5. Tying a lot of other people, Eddie as well.
Walked up, so I thought that I heard you talking shit. Now you're intimidated and shaking in every step. Cause I'm next up and you know I messed up your
That's not how she came in. Is it? Okay, no, sorry, it wasn't how she came in there. It was
a good way to get chopped.
where is it?
Star I want ya. I'm manipulated, you would trick your mind. Now I'm gonna show you what real insanity's like. We ain't nothing. I hear them demons now beast out. Another broken window, another kicked in door. Now they wonder.
Anyway, sorry, my bad. Where did you want me to bring it? My bad. No, there was a part.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
I tripped out so hard.
Walked up, so I thought that I heard you talking shit. Now you're intimidated and shaking in every step. Cause
My bad, I take that back. I actually like the way she came in.
Level with the devil in my head. Back in the day, I rolled with this whack MC.
There, this part.
He started saying this somewhere I need to be.
That part, I
said I'm not
don't know, I
stupid,
just
this
didn't really
should
like
be
that part.
fun.
That was the one
I'd
part.
really like to see him try and pull out that gun. That's a good way to get chopped up. So much blood I'm
Locked up.
that I told you I'm a monster.
A monster. Ah!
You would trick your mind. Now I'm gonna show you what real insanity's like. We ain't nothing.
You see, like the way that she spits in her lyrics reminds you of that Mad Child. Kind of like, you know what I mean? That's kind of where I was coming with that.
Yeah.
But yo, I take back the way she came in was sick. It was that next drop. I didn't like that part of it. But that doesn't make or break the song. But I just, that was the one part I just didn't really like. That was it. But the way she came in right after that was insane. Like I think she, see the way she spits is dope, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no, she's dope for sure. I just want to hear her on just something else.
The beat,
like that. Like,
we got it.
Yeah, like,
7.5 out of 10. Shout out to Brittany Andau.
Yeah.
From all the way from Vancouver, young cat. Yo, I'll be honest with you. This was her first videos that she's ever shot, music videos she's ever done. So she's definitely kind of new to the game and stuff like that. Maybe not new to the game. Like I think she's been making music for a while, but she now is about to get out there and start pushing her music. The videos are really dope, and I think the videos, once you see the video, especially to this one, it's gonna make the song even better.
Yeah.
And that's what I said to her. I'm like, when she sent to me, I'm like, the song's good, but people will get it with the video. Like right now, without the video, you don't really fully feel the vibe.
You know what?
When you get,
it happens.
I'm gonna show you though. Wait.
It happens.
We got to make a note of that to mark that down.
Listen,
I want to show you that video.
I like the girl. She's dope.
Fire.
You know what I mean?
Shout out
she's
to
dope. Like she's doing her thing for sure. I just want to hear her on some other shit.
And we're going to
send some shit. I want collab.
Shout out to Socks for commenting on this too.
I wanna. What, Socks is on this?
Well, no, he just commented.
Oh, he commented. Yo, what?
Okay, so we got Ravine. Oh, that's the next segment.
Socks.
Yo, we're calling him too late though. It's like 1 a.m. I don't think
no.
That segment might need to get cut. Okay, so our next. That's 1, 2, 3. That was our 4th. So this is our next and last.
No, let's do one more. I have one more that I saw through.
Okay. So this one, Why You Lying by Midnight Swami,
Midnight Swami,
aka Ravine. He used to be part of OBM, or he's part of OBM.
I can't stay with you, so baby.
Okay, I'm bringing it back. Why You Lying? Big shout out to Ravine.
Swami. BTB.
Midnight Swami.
Yeah.
That's what he goes by
Said you
now.
got my back, why the fuck you lying? I can't stay with you, so baby stop your trying.
Hey.
Heart is cold as ice, you know it's not a diamond.
Hey.
Say that you love me, you better just be quiet. Said you got my back, why the fuck you lying? I can't stay with you, so baby stop your trying. Your heart is cold as ice, you know it's not a diamond. You say that you love me, you better just be quiet. Said you got my back, why the fuck you lying? I can't stay with you, so baby stop your trying. Your heart is cold as ice, you know it's not a diamond. You say that you love me, you better just be quiet. Baby stop that shit, like why the fuck you whining? I got my paper right, I know you fucking like it. Gave you my heart, but all you wanted was diamonds. My love is lost for you, and I can't seem to find it. They talk that talk, but you know they cannot back it though. They acting reckless, you know I cannot stand them hoes. Cause they talk shit to say that I'm unstable though. Say that I'm lacking, but then I win I take control. Just stop your whining, baby girl, you know you acting like you lying. Now I'm sitting here, I'm sighing. Got me in the dark and I can't even fight it. Said you got my back, but why the fuck you lying? I can't stay with you, so baby stop your whining. Your heart is cold as ice, you know it's not a diamond. You say that you love me, you better just be quiet.
Alright. I'm gonna run it. I'm quiet.
Said you got my back, but why the fuck you lying? I can't stay with you, so baby stop your trying. Your heart is cold as ice,
Midnight
you know it's
Swami.
not a diamond.
Why You Lying? Go check that out on YouTube. Gutz. You went first last time, I'll go first this time. Do you remember Ravine?
Can't recall.
I'll say this. Track's pretty sick. It's pretty dope. I like it. I like the concept of it. Lyrically is dope. I like the way he kind of came in, and then the song picks up. Overall, like the concept's there, the song's dope. Lyrically is there, like and like even the hook, like it's catchy, it's nice. I like it. But I just feel like the production, like it needs to be done. Like you need to take this song and go record it with the right producer. The beat's even fire. Hopefully he has the stems. Like take that, go to like a sick producer and do it properly. You know what I mean? Because I think this has mad potential. That's what I would say. To give it on a mic scale, I honestly have to give it a 3.5, bro. I have to. I think it was close to. It's close. It's definitely close. It has the potential to be a 4.5.
Yeah.
5 almost.
And that's where I was heading with my whole rating too, right? Because I totally agree with you. This track, I think, has the potential to be a 5, easy. You know what I mean? And the concept and everything of it is proper. But like you said, it's the production, and it's like you can even hear in the beat, like where you hear like the tag come up, like somethingbeats.com, right? Like,
oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, you hear the tagline, and it's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like,
pay for your trip.
Like it's not even pay for your shit, or just like get your producer to like chop it up where you won't get that. Like you cut that out, you cut that part out, right? You know what I mean? Like there's a certain quality of production that you want to have, like when you're presenting like a product, right? Especially a product like this. Like this slaps.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Like this slaps. Like just listening, it has a good like foundation. But when the product you're putting out is like not 100% like what it could be, that's when it like kind of like loses its quality, right?
I agree.
So yeah,
It's a quality check. And it's like,
it's just, and it happens, right? Like, you know what I mean? Artists, sometimes they just want to put out shit. Sometimes they just, want to get shit out there, and sometimes the quality is not like 100%, but it's like, it's just good enough to like get out there. But like with this, it's just like, you could tell, like, it wasn't like, it wasn't like put like there, like it wasn't like, maybe it was just for a mixtape purpose, who knows, right? Maybe it was just a mixtape drop, maybe he was just doing,
like, you can tell he didn't put a lot of money into this song.
Maybe he just wanted to put it out. So,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Being creative, doing your thing, and putting out some music.
Definitely on potential, it could be a 5. But because of like the production level, whatever, I gotta give it a 3.5 as well.
Oh, you're coming all the way down to a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 as well. No, I can't give it a 4.
Bro, don't worry.
I can't give it a 4.
I'm always gonna say whatever you say.
No, I can't.
You can't give somebody high. You can't give somebody low.
I can't give it a 4. I can't because of that.
That's fine, bro. So 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
That's a 7 out of 10, bro. That's still good.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5, man.
Relax. So we had J Hen, just to recap. Sorry, before we move on, shout out to Midnight Swami. Go check out Midnight Swami, Why You Lying on YouTube. Shout out to Ravine. I've known Ravine for years. Ravine is a solid dude. He used to be part of Team OBM. I'm sure, I guess he's not part of that anymore. I haven't really seen any Team OBM stuff popping up lately, but Ravine's always been a really solid dude. The music sounds dope, brother. Me and Mike both gave it a good review. Definitely, obviously, maybe it sounds like maybe you recorded it at home now or something. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you, brother. No, but take this song, get those stems, buy that beat, bring it to the right producer, and buddy, that's a hit right there. You got yourself a hit. Now, as for everybody else tonight, let's move it on. So we had J-Hen, okay, Lost in Space. He got an 8.5 mics out of 10. The highest score on the night goes to J-Hen. That's pretty crazy right
First
there.
time mic.
8.5. That's tied with DJ J Savvy for the highest so far. So that's good, man. That's dope. And then we had Tempo Mento. He had 8 mics. Shout out to Tempo. Almost crept up to the top. But that's still really good, man, to get 8 mics on. Like, that's dope, man. Mike is feeling good tonight, though. He's been giving us some good numbers. Eddie Jones and B1 the Architect, they got a 7.5 out of 10 mics. Beautiful. That's a great. Yo, shout out to you guys for submitting. We appreciate you, Eddie, for submitting that. That song was dope. Video looks hard. Good job. Keep doing it. Keep getting better. Keep putting out better and better every time, bro. And then we have Brittany Andow. Shout out to Brittany.
Brittany
Andow, man. She crushed it. She did a great job.
She got what? 7.5?
Out. She had a 7.5 out of 10 mics, which is a great score.
Yeah.
And then we had Midnight Swami. Swami, my guy from Newmarket area.
He had a 7.
Okay, he had a 7 out of 10 mics.
So could have easily had a 9.
Could have easily had a 9.
Easily
had. Actually,
9.
He could have actually had a 9.5. He could have been our first 9.5. He would have been our first 9 actually, if he would have had that extra production value.
Yeah.
That's all that was missing, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he would have been our first 9 for sure.
That was a dope song.
That was a dope song.
That was a good review session. I love doing the review sessions.
Do you want to do the one more that I sent you?
Oh, right. Yeah, okay, we're going to do one more. So I'm going to ball up this last spliff and we'll do one more, and then we're going to go live on Facebook afterwards, after we say peace out to the peoples. What did you do? Email it to me?
I sent it to your Facebook.
Yo, bro, are you jamming up my inbox, bro?
Oh, I thought that's where you're at. Oh,
that's right, man. Hey. Who's this?
Spidey Jax.
Spidey Jackson?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta do.
Spidey Jackson.
Or
Dub, want to.
Yeah, go by Dub now.
Oh, Dub.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Dub, want to. Okay, hold on, my bad. Let me bring that back. Pull up. Couldn't even hear it. What's wrong with this guy?
Sometimes you just gotta do
What's wrong with this guy?
what you want, when you want, how you want.
We be them niggas that stacking them figures, we do that all day and you know this so loud. We be them niggas live up pulling triggers, we coming for yours, all y'all niggas can die. I am not one of them niggas you acting all brazy and talk that side of your mouth. Family full of real niggas, drug dealers and killers, and they run inside of your house. Fuck of that noise, give me the stick and the nigga might do it himself. They playing the boy, these suckers right here, they really tryna fuck up my weather. I'm running it up, they won't run up on me. They less than the chicken and I'm a whole key. You niggas be praying, my niggas be spraying, they leaving you holy, call that blasphemy. Oh my lord, what the fuck they wanna do with me? I'm a Scientologist and they are sometimes full of reek. Life is just a cruise and I'm just trying to ride my wave. Haters see me now, they so sick. Imagine if I push the rate, they probably shoot they self on sight. I don't even need no heat. I ain't saying I'm a gangster, but I know some dudes who street, and they alright out for me. If you feelin' froggy leap, when them eagles fly at you, your whole brain sneezing on concrete. Let's go now, what you doing, son? Whenever I want to, when you do it, son. Whenever I want to, how you do it, son? However I want to. If you try to harm the kid, you know it's gon' cost you. What you doing, son? Whatever I want to. When you do it, son. Whenever I want to. How you do it, son? However I want to. If you try to harm the kid, you know it's gon' cost you. Back on my bullshit, so flat niggas hating. There is no debate, and I'm coming for mine. And I'm fucking course that I'm running right through, cause I mapped it all out in impeccable time. Tried to be humble, but now I'm a slime. Any fuck nigga that miss on my ground. Time all up, make him hang by the neck. If they show no respect, you a slave to my set. Most of y'all niggas play up, and you got no bars to even keep up with my steeds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yo, that was Dub Want To. Whatever, whenever, however. Jeez. You wanna go first this time? I went first.
Yeah, man. Yo, honestly, shout.
This was your submission, so you know.
It wasn't my submission, but I never.
No. I mean, this is the one you got.
Yeah,
you got
but
it.
yeah, but anyways, no, I've known this guy for a while. You know, when he was, formed Spotty Jackson.
He was on one of the Connected Dots shows.
Yeah, he's been doing his thing for a minute though. But this track's sick, man. He's always been consistent when it came to like making music. Like he has a certain like lane that he's always stuck to, where but he has like an energy to him and a presence to him all the time. Like I remember this guy used to stage dive off of fucking.
Yeah, there's only 15 people there. Yeah, stage dive because he got all those 15 people to the front though.
No, this guy always stage dive. Like it's crazy. Like he's crazy. His performance was always lit. Like he's on some shit. But this track, yeah, I think lyrically, like he did his thing on the beat. He fucking, he just stuck to his lane. Like that's what he does, right? I've always like, heard his music where he's always kept on like, this, like he's always had a level where he's like push his bars and pushes like cadence to like to kind of like take over a beat. Like he hears a beat and he just kind of takes over it with his flow. Like he just creates a flow and just sticks with it, right? And just it's right here, bro. Sorry, keep going. You know what I mean? Like no, but I read it still. Like I think like he takes over a beat, like and it's like. I don't want to like compare him to this, but it's like like kind of like how like you hear the baby, and like he has that distinct voice. You're just like, yo, right away you're like, oh, this is like the baby. Like that's what kind of like this guy has. Like when you hear like this, like his voice. So as soon as he comes in, like he can like kind of take over like a beat. You know what I mean? Like you can have like a collab track, or you can have like a track with like MCs, whatever. And this guy comes in and just boom, he'll just be like different than everybody else. You're like, yo, who's this guy? You know what I mean? It's like that's what I'm saying. Like he has that style to him, right? Like I've seen him in cyphers. I've seen him in like fucking situations where it's like he's just spitting bars, right? Like he's sick, like off top, like he could kill it. But anyways, this track though, I think it's pretty dope. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a strong 4. A very strong 4. All right. I'm gonna give it a strong 4. Right. I'm gonna give it a strong 4.
I mean, you said your piece.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good track. Yeah. I like it. I really do. I'm gonna give it a strong 4.
All right, that's dope, man. I think that's good, man. I think that's
A very strong 4.
So my opinion on it, I think first of all, Spidey Jackson, aka Dub, trying to hide behind the Dub name. No, I'm just kidding. No, a lot of people have been rebranding, which is always good. But no, Dub, I agree 100% on everything that you said in terms of like with his performances and stuff and his overall energy and everything like that, consistency, everything like that. I agree with. But when it comes to the track reviews, we got to talk about the tracks. Obviously, I'm not saying that you didn't, but I definitely did. But I'm saying we're breaking down the tracks here, right? So
Sometimes you just gotta do.
for me, I want to say this. First of all, like, okay, you know how you said the thing about the baby, like how he takes over the track?
Yeah.
I 100% agree. I just like, and I know you were just saying that more or less about how he takes over the track. You're not trying to like compare him to the baby.
Yeah.
But I would actually compare him to like a Hobson, and like not even the way he looks at all.
Okay.
Like even though he oddly randomly kind of looks like Hobson kind of a bit, but completely aside from that, his actual flow, style, lyrical, everything he's talking about, even his ad-libs and stuff is really animated and really like kind of goofy, like funny kind of sometimes, like you know what I mean? In a good way, like you know what I mean? I like that shit, you know what I mean? It's like Eminem stuff, like kind of shit, like he kind of reminds me of an Eminem, like kind of, you know what I mean, in a sense. But Hobson reminds me of Eminem, so but he reminds me of like a Hobson, right? So the song, I thought the verse was, he demolished the verse. One of the best verses I think we've heard. I would say.
I agree. I kind of want to change. I kind of want to change my thing to a 4.5. To be honest with you,
we can't change.
I can't change it.
We can't change.
I can't,
bro. We can't go back. That's like, then we can go back what a week ago and change
fuck
too.
it.
Like, you know what I mean? You can't
I'll say
change.
a strong 4. I wanted to say
still very strong.
I wanted to give a strong 4. Honestly, like, cause it's a good song. Like that's what I mean. Like it's a really good song.
You should have just went with 4.5.
I wanted to go with 4.5.
Too late.
All right, fuck off.
It's what's down. It's down. It's on wax, bro. We can't go back on the people, man. Now we're letting the fans
you
down.
could just rewind it. Just I never said it.
Just so you guys know, we have a quality control here, guys. Okay. So just remember that for next time. Once it's written, we can, like if I write it down for even for me, I think we can't go back.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so going on. You're done now. Your review's over. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna say this though. The hook, although I like the lyrics and like what he said, I wasn't the biggest fan of the hook on this one.
Gotcha.
I just wasn't. I feel like it could have been a lot more to it, but also sometimes it's good to have hooks that are kind of repetitive or whatever, but I don't know, man. I wasn't the biggest fan. Like, this is one of those, it's weird because like some of the songs sometimes it's this or that, but you know, you can't please everyone, I guess. Like, it's still catchy, right? And it rides the beat, right? So I get it, but he could have did something a bit better. I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm gonna give it a solid 4 too, though. I'm gonna give it a 4 as well. I think it deserves a 4, to be honest with you. I think if it would have had an outstanding hook, like something that was over the top hook, like it was still a decent hook.
I think the verse just demolished it. Like, it's just
that's what brought him to that 4. But if that hook wasn't a 5 hook, it wasn't like it doesn't give you the 5.
I hear what you're saying.
That's all I'm trying to say.
I hear what you're saying, but
there's only certain hooks that get you, like, you have to have a banger hook. Again, it wasn't a bad hook.
For sure, but like
nothing about that song was bad. The beat was great.
Oh yeah, I know the beat was sick.
The beat was clapper.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's 8. That's an 8.
Yeah, we'll give that, man.
He was close to the 8.5. He almost tied the 8.5.
He almost had the 8.5. It was, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those ones I'm like, I already put it in. I can't change it.
Hey, at the end of the day, none of this stuff matters. You don't get a trophy. You don't.
It doesn't matter.
No one gets any money out of this.
Everybody will.
End of the day, that's just some constructive.
What does my opinion matter?
Constructive feedback / criticism, however you want to take it. There's zero hate here. It's all just humble opinions. That's it, bro. We appreciate every one of you guys for submitting tracks, though. That's dope. We want to keep this going every week.
It's just we want to network and push your tracks. Tell everybody about tell everybody about the channel. Tell everybody about Connect the Dot. Hit the subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. We're just trying to brand our shit. Just connect with the people.